Well, hello everybody. In today's video, I'll be showing you a totally easy to build modular in-game city. It took me a while to develop this, but I've pretty much maxed it out. Now, could you do a little bit better than this? Probably, but this design is absolutely so easy to do, and I even got up the big old amphitheater. So join me as we build out the greatest Roman city that has ever existed. So starting off, I want to talk about the Hall of Fame. You're going to see that I have some things unlocked, and you're going to be wondering why your game doesn't have it. For instance, I've unlocked shipboard scorpions in the Hall of Fame. You get points as you play the game. Make sure that you're using them. You can also unlock specialists. You can unlock different gods, different cosmetic tiles, all types of stuff. So make sure that you're doing that. But let's get to the game. A brand new endless game. Now we need someone who's got a good mustache, like this guy. And we're going to call him Tacticatus Maximus. Now what we're going to do is go to the advanced difficulty, because it is good to challenge yourself. We're going to turn off the tutorial. We're going to go to game world. We're going to keep the base map layout, but we're going to bump up the island size to large. And you can see our world seed here is 6471. And we're at 3.5 star difficulty. I'm going to give us the Azure because I unlocked this and it's cool. And we're going to give ourselves the tracks. There we go. And we're ready. Let's start. In Latium. Okay. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my ship, control 1, so that I can easily just hit 1. To select it and start looking for traders and islands. Now, one thing I've noticed when you start any map is you're usually given the smallest area or second smallest area sometimes. So I've started to think maybe this should be the farming area. What we want to do is identify the largest area we have for building. And so some of these large islands you can see are very odd. They're very odd shaped. So anything across a river, for instance, over here, this could also be a secondary building area for your like tier 1, extra tier 1 houses. So we can see right off the bat that the area we're starting in is actually the best area for building. If you've been watching any of my other videos, I am actually going to perfectly design the city, and we're going to do it from the beginning. Bear with me, I'll probably amend the design as I play, but I have a really good idea now. So this spot over here, this small sector over here with trees and other fishing, this is going to be the industry and farming zone. So what I want to primarily do right now is identify my middle area. Now this is going to be where all of the big ticket items are going to go. I need to establish my edge. This is going to be my edge right here. I need to now establish my base. This is going to be my base right here. So we can take this road tool thusly and say, okay, this is the bottom. Beautiful. And we can take the road tool like this and say, okay, this is the absolute edge. Perfect. So now that I have those things established, I'm going to use a design that I've shown on my guide channel. It is a horseshoe design that allows you to place wells and allows you to place other buildings inside of it. So we're going to have a road like this, and then you're going to take a road tool and only come in 2. This allows you to have the perfect location for spinners and anything else. So this is the base template. And then once we have that, I'm going to do it on the exact opposite side as well. And you can go low, you can go high. It's however you want to do it. The important thing is the road axis is going to determine the area of effect for a lot of these buildings. And then we're going to pull him up like that. And this is basically it. So we're going to do this twice. Okay, we're going to do this twice. I know I'm spending all my wood. In the beginning of the game, we do need to get up some lumber. So we're just going to get up something very basic over here on the side. We're eventually going to move this into the industry zone that I talked about earlier. But you don't have enough wood to make the bridges and all that right off the bat. So this is just a placeholder until we get our act together. Now it is a little far away from our warehouse over here. Woodcutters, they can bring wood directly to these guys. So you can actually middle road these, right? This is how it works. Middle road these to the warehouse. And then the woodcutters can be out of range of the warehouse. Very cool. So now we actually don't need to do that. Learn as I go. Okay, so I did not mean to. Oh my god. Okay, so there we go. We got our city. So the blueprint idea here is you have 4 of these. Okay, 4 of these in a row. Now the midpoint, I've actually thought about this a couple times. The midpoint is going to have some really good stuff, like the market building. Now we definitely want to get our fish up. We want to get our porridge up. All the basics. All right. So we got the city here. Okay. Now the mid section of this is going to be only 2 tiles, and this is going to fit like our education buildings, our temples, all the big things like wineries. And I can't emphasize enough how important roads are to increasing radius. So all of the supporting buildings can go right here. And you can build houses there temporarily and then move them. Now, I also thought about this because I was looking at some of my design, and I've decided I think it's actually intelligent to do this twice, because that way you can get all the buildings in, just like that. Okay, so this is going to be all of the markets, other buildings that are really difficult to get in, and then on top of it, you just have the exact same design like this. So this is the design concept. It can just kind of go forever, and a part of me is also thinking late game you could probably get away with a lot more. So you may even want to do 3 districts, but I think you'd be kind of pushing it. I think if you do it like this, you're going to have a good time. So you have this whole upper area over here where you need to do something similar. Now that I'm looking at this, I think it makes a whole, and you can add houses to any dead zone in these 2x2s here. And then for the middle part where we're going to put like our really, really late game buildings, it's exactly 5 of houses and 2 tiles. So, or you could just count the tiles too, right? So 17 tiles. I like to do it this way. Okay, so it's exactly this width, and this is going to allow me to bring in aqueducts and some things like that. Now that I'm looking at this, I think what we're going to want is to first get up our primary roads for future aqueducts. So we're going to get a road like this with a gap in the middle, and remember to go down the line. It's really, really important that you do not that you have really good roads, or you will miss out on a lot of benefits. So you can see up here we can get an aqueduct right there, come in through this area down here, and let's just make sure that we're still exploring while we're doing all this. Let's pause the game actually real quick, and then we're going to bring this up so you can see we're going to be able to get this going straight down over here. We just want to make sure that we're including this in our design concepts. So what I found useful in these situations is to have like a maximum edge like this. It's going to come out like that. Okay. And then just make sure you're accounting for it, right, in the design. And that should work. So we can get it there. And we'll want it to go across and around and down and all that stuff. So the bathhouse and all that's going to fit in here. Okay. So now we can count out the 17 tiles. Like I said, I just use the houses because I like it. So this is going to be the absolute center, and we're going to place all types of stuff through here. And we'll do the road interconnecting roads later, but this is basically late city. So by placing everything here, we'll be able to get the radius to hit all of the buildings here. Now you can see this side over here, probably not going to be as good. And I'm trying to think, because yeah, we can have houses and we can have markets and stuff like that. I'm trying to think. I think down here we're going to do 2 tiles, and up here we're going to try something a little different. I think up here we're going to try to do this 3s. And so I'm pre-planning this city because it will just make it easier for me to expand as I go. Okay, perfect. And see, we can bring cisterns onto these sides over here, and they'll hit pretty much everything, especially when you upgrade to concrete roads. Okay, so we'll have a 2x2 spot there, and we'll have you right here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Sometimes you'll hit issues like this, but where it just hates you. See, it's trying to double up the road. And when it doubles up the road like that, I say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this myself. And so up here, you know, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, you don't have to do an exact replica of this. You can just use it conceptually, right? Conceptually is good. And we can just do this one at a time. And sometimes you have what they call happy little accident, right? Ooh, okay, so we got kind of lucky. Okay, so we didn't get kind of lucky. We got kind of not lucky. That's all right. So up here, we're just gonna do normal housing, all right? That's okay. And we'll have an inner area that we can beautify. And I'm gonna leave this spot alone in case I need to mess with some of this stuff. But look at this, isn't this great? And now that we have the poster child of the design, the 2 tile gap here for more buildings, 2 tile gap down here for some of these buildings too. It looks a little funky, doesn't it? But we'll have some sides, and I can always take stuff out if I need to. We have a lot of space. Now you can also just put a straight up house in the middle of these sections if you have nothing else to fit. So it's going to utilize space really, really well. And then now we're going to take the whole design and we're going to replicate it right here. And like I said, we can fill in these 2x2s with houses. No problem with that. And let's just make sure. Okay. Now I probably should actually bump this over 2 tiles so we can get, aqueduct. We're probably going to want aqueducts here. So let's take all of this. And so you see I'm using the selection tool. I can literally just bump this over 2 tiles. 1, 1, 2. Okay, perfect. And so now we can draw another line, and we have our 17 tiles right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, we went over. You know what? Just do 6. Just do 6. You know, why make it complicated? Just do 6 in the center. That's great. And then get the roads up. And I'm just going to do every other line for now. And as we put buildings in the middle, I will update the design. I'll just do this for now. Okay, so this is great. And I mean, the main one right here, though, is make sure that you are creating as many connections to this area for the residencies so that you can get all the bonuses. But look at this. This is fantastic. And then we're going to clean this spot up over here since we do have more room. Okay, so this is the core city design that I have come up with. So yeah, like we can have our fire, our hospitals, our police, all that. We can have winery, like a winery here, a winery here, and it's going to hit the majority of the buildings in this whole design. You could also centralize it. We have plenty of space for the big buildings in the center here. We have this whole coastline over here. So yeah, this came out actually really, really well. And then you're just going to have spots like this that you're going to want to hand kind of clean up. This is great. Some of these areas are a little weird, right? I probably would just put a house right here. Okay, we have our little twos, we have our middle, but this is the concept of the beginning city. And then over here, it's going to be our early game industry, later converted into a city. Up here is going to be later converted into a tier 1 city, like just you know, peasants probably up here, or potentially farming. This isn't a bad spot for farming up here, right? And neither, like, so we could just have multiple farming areas and focus on that. But the governor's villa probably going to be somewhere like up here. And we have plenty of room for everything in this. And then the Colosseum, honestly, like, we need to figure out where we're going to build the secondary city, right? Because the Colosseum could just fit. The Colosseum could actually go right up here and hit pretty much everything. Or we could put the Colosseum over here, and we could build a pretty big residence over this direction. There's a lot of options here. But when we upgrade houses, we're going to want to use the upgrade tool instead of hitting shift, upgrade all. We're not going to want it to be all random. So we're good, right? And what we really need right now is the basic farms. So we're going to just use our warehouse right here. And yeah, so this area right here is actually really good for the starting area. There we go. And we should probably get 2 of these up. Now you don't have to build them. And then we'll use 2 porridge stands like that. Okay, so that's going to be the basic area there. I'm going to get up a few fishies, and down here we're going to drag that across. And you know, I don't use decorations as much as I really should, because there are some obvious places you can decorate in the early stages of the game. It does make the game look pretty decent. We're going to put a lion statue. 2 bushes. Okay, yeah, so 2 lions, a little bit of bushes like that. I like it. In fact, I like it so much. It's nice to take your time, right? Nice to take your time and design something that you think actually looks cool. So make sure you don't skimp on your road connections, but now we can come down here and beautify this whole area. Okay, so I put a pillar here, just, you know, just a little bit of decoration. It does help. It does make everything feel good. You also have these under plazas, and these can actually be put underneath these areas, so it doesn't just look like dirt underneath it, right? And that's pretty cool. So you can kind of get the plaza effect. But this is the basis of everything that I'm doing. You put a warehouse, we're gonna put like a warehouse in the middle here. We have just a lot of options. Now I am pretty broke because I've spent just too much money. But that's okay. We'll get back up on our feet here in a second. What we need to do is get up the fishies so that we can get income. And let's just keep exploring all the islands. And we're going to speed this up just a little bit. We're going to go fast, not ultra fast. We got the wood coming in. We got a good thing going on. Yeah, we'll probably actually just turn this straight into agriculture instead of housing. So this is good.
Our scouts have sighted.
And so here's the Hall of Fame items. You can see them. Like this cool fountain. So that's another thing too. Like I said, you can, if you want, you can put like little decorations in the middle here. I mean, this is kind of silly to have a big fountain, but it's cool. Okay, fishing hut up. Most important thing. The market and all those other buildings are next, but we need more people and houses. The wood becomes the real bottleneck in the game. We, you can see there's some really large islands. So down here we have resin, olives, and grapes. This is a very important island for us to take, because all the early game stuff. Over here we have, we do need the snails. What we're looking for ooh, there's some good islands here. Wow, gold ore deposits. Yikes, that's some money right there. Okay, so there's some stuff. There's some stuff we need to figure out. So let's get these houses up so we can get a market. We need enough people.
Our scouts have sighted.
This is great. We're getting a lot of islands, and we need to get our money situation under check here. I got a little I always get a little carried away with my designs. Once we get 20 population, we can build those out. There we go. So we got to get the market up immediately. So this is what I was talking about. You can see now there's a tech that will increase the market radius, just to let you know. And there's also, once we get to concrete roads, that will also increase the radius. So we can have basically a market in a tavern in the midpoints here. So you only need the 2 markets. It's another reason why I like this design. Same with the tavern. The tavern will eventually hit almost everybody. And I may be off a little bit. And it's okay if you're not completely perfect. But when I do upgrade to concrete roads, it is going to hit everybody. And you don't have to build like this. This is just, I'm just trying something out, right? You know what I mean? You could build small, and then you can easily arrange everything at a later point in the game. Okay, so up here we have the most important mineral deposits, and gold, and that special wood, and marble, and lavender. So this is island 1, and this is island 2 that we're going to take, and we need to take these fast. So I actually have the 2 islands that I desperately need right there, and we just need to focus. Okay, so let's get up gruel production, get up some of the houses here. But you can see this is going to look really cool. Really, really cool. All right, let's go across. We're losing money a little too fast right now for my comfort. We need to get the market up. That will give us +1. And the tavern will give us happiness, which is good. I should just get the market up next. All right, market up. Get up some more houses. All right, we got the gruel going. And the gruel's going to help us. If we come over to the gruel, we can see that porridge. Nice. We got silly hats. So this is, okay, so this is where the design shines, right? I can place these guys kind of in center areas like this and hit the majority of buildings. So silly hats can go here. Clothing can go here. So this is the concept. And remember, nothing's ever going to be completely perfect in this game, but you can get pretty darn close. Maybe this design sucks. Who knows, right? Only Jesus. Yeah, this is actually, yeah, I've tried to convert everyone to Christianity. Anno 117. It's it's actually pretty Roman of me if you think about it. All right, so we got some stuff over here. We're gonna get these guys up. All right, if only I would have thought this through a little bit better. Let's do this. Okay, we're actually gonna need multiple imps. Like I can tell you, you can't get away with just 1 or 2. So let's do this, and let's do this. We need a little bit more, huh? Okay, we can fill in that gap there, and ooh, almost perfect. There we go. Okay, so that will give us 2 hemp right there. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to keep this as is for a bit.
I did not find it among my garden. Ithacus Tarragonus Taurus.
Need to get the tavern up next, make him happy. We're losing money pretty fast. We can buy his supply of 20 wood, and that would help us greatly. Let's just get some houses up. We need to get the money rolling in.
Your freedmen won't forget.
There we go. We got to stop that gap. Yeah, we're doing really good. Trust me. Trust me, we're doing great. Okay, there we go. Everybody's happy. Everybody's loving it. We're good. And we'll get the bottom row of houses. But yeah, getting your goods up as fast as possible, probably the smartest thing you can do. All right, get the sheep going.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
And you can see they're within range of the warehouse too, so I haven't had to build really a single warehouse. So this guy's probably gonna get overwhelmed here pretty soon. But once we get the sheep coming in, we'll start getting some more money. Okay, we're getting up there though. We're doing it. There's some good islands though. There's some good islands, but we've already identified. Oh, the pirates are right down here. That actually kind of sucks. I always get the pirates. Always get the pirates. And we can easily fill in these 2x2 areas with houses in the beginning. We could even fill in this area with houses and then move it to another area. It's not like it's just, you know, a giant gap right now. I mean, right now it is a giant gap, but it won't always be. One day it will be a beautiful, immaculate city.
Our scouts have
Oh, and look at that. We can get to the next tier. I've actually... Okay, so we're cash positive. I've actually found the next tier doesn't bring in the money very well. Okay, let's get these guys. And you're going to definitely want multiple hat makers and spinners. I'd probably put them in the midsection here, in the middle. I think that's actually why I kind of like the 3s. If you look at the 3, like, look at that. It's like perfect. It's like the whole thing. Pretty good. Yeah, because these bottom guys down here, they're kind of meh. So I think the core, it should be 3s. But it should be 3s. Yeah, because if you do 3 and then you have 2, it makes a whole lot more sense. Up here, though, you lose. You just lose. And you know what's cool though is I told you, like, we can literally amend the design at any point with the grabby tool, right? So, oh, we don't have the money to move everything though. I think you do want to do them in threes because you're missing out on all that. I'm liking the three. So if I did a 3 here and I did a single slot here, you wouldn't get everything though is the thing. The single slot here, because you can see I have a market and tavern up there. Pretty good. Let's just try this out and see what happens, right? As long as the core is strong. You got 3 up top. I'm mainly doing this for like fire and health. Like, you don't need double rows everywhere. And you can actually put the fire and everything right here on the side. So I've accounted for quite a bit. You could even just do this as a 2x2 of houses too. And you get most of the benefits, right? Fun playing around with these designs. You just never know. Okay, so we've explored the majority of the top section. We've got silly hats. We need to now go to the next tier. Alright, so bread. Mainly what we need to get into is clay production. We don't really want to do too much. Well, we could get the clay. We could do all that stuff there. But we want to keep some of the stuff a little bit away from the town. I'm going to come up here for clay. Okay, and we're going to do this. We're going to get ourselves a warehouse up right here. Yeah, we get some fire here going. We're going to get 2 clay tillers. And I think right here, we're going to do some coal for the time being. Okay, we need to get more the second tier citizens. Let's bring our dude back and start trading, making some money. All right, let's continue just to get some of these houses up. Most of them are in the radius. Yeah, a lot of this does rely on tech points and later in-game stuff. We're going to set our patron as series. And on the beginning of the game, you get this thing where you can go faith, +2 faith for -1 knowledge, or you can go +2 knowledge for -1 belief. We're going to do it. It lasts a little bit. It will go away eventually, but this will allow me to immediately start researching. So if we get the spinner, we can get +1 knowledge area effect from the spinner. We can also unlock trading improvements. That's a good one. Yeah, getting into concrete and getting the roads up, also like vitally important, but we can't do that quite yet. And then coming down here, we want to get market focus. In fact, I want to get market focus first and then go for those things. And then we want to go for watchtowers, and then we want to go for wells. And that's going to be kind of the order of operation. Also, cargo slots +2 on the flagship, and weight slowdown -22%. That's a good one. So let's get more fish coming in. Okay, so we need to get some items to sell. We don't have much to sell, so that will be one way to get out of this situation. And we need a few more of the upgraded people, and they are currently, they need more tunics. That's okay, we'll get there, but we're doing good. The city is coming along nicely. All right, now we're at that point where we have too many transports, so we're going to have to get another warehouse down. Yeah, we're just gonna have to get another warehouse down. I'm gonna switch these guys out. Yeah, that works.
Your city impressive, but
there we go. Yeah, they're having a heck of a time with hats and tunics. It's weird. There we go. Finally, I've been told that hats actually sell for quite a bit. Yeah, selling price is 8. So you can see the selling price on a lot of this stuff. Selling price on clay tiles is sheep are awful. Hats are wonderful. Hemp sells for 3. That's pretty good. Oats sell for 3. Porridge sells for 9. So hats and porridge are some pretty good items. Now this is another thing. So you can put it in the 2x2 here. So the fire prevention, or you can put coppers here. This is great. Here we go. So we got fire prevention. Yeah. Religion is hurting, but our tech points are awesome. Okay. So you can already kind of see that we need to get hat production and tunic production up. We're going to get 2 and 2. So that will hit pretty much all the houses here in this area. But we run into the problem where you need a warehouse. And you could place, I mean, that's kind of what's cool about this, is we can literally place a warehouse anywhere in the 2x2 area. So I'm going to place it right here in the middle for now. And so you can see over here we don't have access. That's the joy of moving things. So we'll place it here for the time being. Eventually I'll have warehouses over here that can assist with this. And bread and all that jazz is coming up next. Okay, the city's doing decent. And let's get the 3rd row. And let's get all these guys up. All right, cool. We just got market focus. So look at this. It hits everyone but down here. So when we upgrade to concrete roads, it will hit everything. So this is great. So it does work. The design does work. Yeah. And we have a bit of redundancy here, but that's okay. And this is great. So you can see our money is going to the moon now. Got that moon money. All right, we just need more tunics, more hats, and we should be good. I'm wondering if they're going to need potentially more sheep. There is not enough room. We need 3s. There's not enough room here. Alright, now my hope is I can get 3 of these bad boys in here. Beautiful, just like that. Yeah, you can see we can get a road. Perfect. Yeah, and the governor's villa will go somewhere in here too. Eventually, when we get concrete roads, it will reach the stars. Now you want to keep it in the back. Thinking I'm actually going to put it up here because we can wall the area and put some towers and stuff. And remember what I said about roads connecting? Sure, they always connect. But yeah, the middle guys are the most important. The side guys are pretty good too. We're getting some good bonuses off this. Okay, now we can finally upgrade the tier 2s. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, so now we have access to Sanctuary and Grammaticus, but we need the cash. We got the cash coming. But that's another thing about this design, is you may have to bump out our road a little bit, but you should be able to fit it. But realistically, where this is supposed to go is actually right here. And once you upgrade to concrete roads, you're in business. So, yeah, so it's exactly the tile it needs to be. I'm thinking here is where we're gonna have it in the late game. That's not where we're gonna have it for now, because it's, you know, we're not getting what we want out of it. We're gonna place it over here for now. And I'm going to just modify the road ever so slightly. And I should try not to move things around because it does cost me half resources. Okay, yeah, ever so slightly. So this will hit everybody for now. And then our Grammaticus can go right here in this little corner spot. Not where I want to put it. It's as good a place as any though, unfortunately. Okay. So this guy, I think I'm gonna move him here. And I'm gonna put the Grammaticus right here. There we go.
Excellent.
There we go.
Your sons must be
Now, eventually these are gonna be like, eventually both of these are gonna be over here in the center. And so we'll have like one down here, and then we'll have another one up there. So we're only gonna need 2 of each to pretty much hit every building in the game. You can kind of see the direction I'm going with this, right? It's a little hard to see right now because I don't have all the technologies to make it work. But that's kind of like where I'm leading it. But that's what's cool about these areas, is I can eventually move this out, and then I can, like, once I get to the point where I have concrete roads, I can move these guys out, and I can put like a winery and other things in its place. So a lot of interchangeability. Beautiful. Yeah, we're getting there. Let's come over here and let's look at where we're at. Okay, so we're about to get the spinners up. That's going to give us +1 knowledge gain. Really, really important to get that up. We're going down the line. Workforce needed -20%, upkeep cost -10. That's like for fire prevention, your police. Now latrines are really cool. We're gonna go for latrines. We're also gonna upgrade hospitality. Okay, yeah, this is a good route for us. We should potentially even get storage up, warehouse organization, and the deep hots, because well, we don't need to do that. That just gives you +1, but we should definitely get up some of this stuff. We're doing a good job. Okay, so we have a bunch of wood. So I don't typically do this, but let's go find the person who will buy anything.
I love
Sure.
trading.
We're gonna come over here, sell her some wood. Oh no, she took my island. Son of a biscuit. Okay, so we're gonna have to find another island. Ooh, that really sucks. We've got a small island down here. That really sucks. Okay, we're cash positive now. Let's pause the game. We're actually gonna go take this island before it's too late. This is gonna set me back, but we got kind of screwed. I'm not gonna lie. Not getting that island is a travesty. So we need to make sure we're gonna come over and take this corner island. I need a lot of room so that I can grow out that resource and population, and it needs to be pretty excessive. So yeah, unfortunately that does happen. I should have pounced on this island because it's really good. It's got grapes, and these islands, they don't have grapes. You can get left behind if you don't move fast enough too in this game. It's pretty important to do the right things. Okay, so we're just gonna build out a basic island over here. Slow down a bit. This is gonna cost me a lot, 33,000. It's gonna throw me into bankruptcy, but he's gonna bail you out if you have that set. And pay for the festival. And she's offering me 10 grand. Okay, so we're good. We're gonna pause real quick. And over here, we're not gonna go for anything too crazy. We're just going to go for something very basic. Remember what I said? The woodcutters will just bring it straight to here, so they don't have to be close to the warehouses. It's kind of cool. And we can build realistically anywhere. So for this, we're going to use a compact design. It's not like crazy optimized, simply because I don't want to. I'm just going to do 3x2s. Get up a market. Get up a tavern. Get up the fishies. The fishies give +1 wealth. per resident. And it's cool, that's the cool thing about bringing over a ton of wood, right? Okay, replicate this. There we go. We got ourselves just a very basic city. And in the corner slots here, you can see we can get a spinner, we can get a silly hat maker. A lot of this can just be done right here. None of this needs to be too crazy. And actually, yeah, line it up against that area there. We already got the fishies. Road back here. Okay, we're in business. So we're only at -5,000, but we're okay. I like it. Okay, so things are going well for us here. We do need to get up that silly hat maker and all this stuff. Just get the basics. And we need to establish our economy. And some of the best ways to make money, honestly, is just providing things for people. Realistically. Just literally build up your city. That's it. So we're going to get those houses up. That's some money right there. And we can get the medical facility in the middle. We can get the medical facility here. We can get the coppers somewhere like right here for now. And sometimes putting those things at the bottom, you know, it does help. And we can always line the sides with fire prevention, cops, and all that, and run it side to side. The city. Gonna be kind of a choose your own adventure here in a second. Okay. So bread, population, income. Bread is pretty darn important. Population +2. I can't emphasize how important bread is enough. Do not skimp on the bread. It does have a pretty disgusting, you know, crap. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do bread over here. All right, charcoal. We need charcoal. There's 2 good spots over here. Sounds like we have a fire going on, which sucks.
I can show you. It
Pop
is so
over.
here.
All right, we need to get a bridge across there to get charcoal. All right, and then the bread maker. The bread maker is big. Okay, the bread maker is huge. That's another thing I like about this is you can just take things out of the design. That's kind of the cool thing about the 3er here. That's why I like the 3s. So I can place the bread maker just like straight up right here. That's a good spot for it. Or I can place it down here. You can see the radius on this is pretty darn big. Down here, not really important. I think up here is where we're gonna get the most bang for our buck. But what I'll say is don't be afraid to destroy things, especially things like this. All right, so we're gonna destroy this, take out the back road. I'm gonna put the bread maker, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put it right here. Put a house here. We can still put the well right there. And we can actually put a well and a watchtower right here. So I can put the watchtower and well here. Gives us that space. Pretty cool. All right, so we just got the watchtower, so +1 happiness. These things really do benefit from a lot of good roads. So the maintenance cost on these though is 4 workers, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, and these are better situated in the middle, so we're just gonna get 2 of them up. But that +1 happiness goes a long way, especially in the beginning stages of the game. There we go. A little bit of maintenance, but I think worth it. Okay, so we're missing flour, so we just need to get this up. We just need a little bit of wood. Come over to our cool guy over here. We can actually just turn this into a giant wood enterprise and start trading wood. You look, wood goes for 4 a pop. You could make the argument, I mean, as far as raw resources go, it's pretty good. You could make the argument though, like selling oats and things like that is probably wise too. Let's get these guys going. Sheepfold up. Yeah, definitely want to get the hats and everything going. We gotta claw our way out of debt. That's the problem with getting these islands. Let's go see what he did with this place. So yeah, he just took it really fast, you can see, and built out basically nothing, but it's a big island. And this is a bug right now that happens. Like sometimes you have the resources to build it, but if it's in blueprint mode, it just doesn't go. So yeah, just go back in and do it again. No big deal. All right, so here comes the grain.
Oh, a naked flame!
Ah, there's a fire. Yeah, we're gonna need fire prevention over here. Probably right here is a good spot for it. Okay, watchtower. Yeah, these watchtowers are awesome though, because these guys are pretty miserable right now. All right, religion is definitely doing okay. Let's make sure we've unlocked religion on both islands. I just always go for her because food production in the early game is one of the more beneficial things. We need to stop spending money. We need to stop spending money. Okay, so we do need to identify though what we're gonna do. We need an island with resin, olive fertility, and grapes. We got that here. I could probably get away with not having grapes and go for these shells, because I need these shells too. So this island down here is actually looking really attractive. It just all has gold deposits. And it looks like my best bet. It's the closest thing I have. There's some good stuff here. But yeah, taking over islands as fast as possible is pretty darn important. This is not a bad one down here. It's just small. The sooner we get bread up, the better. All right, we got a lot of clay tiles. we just need to start selling something. So sheep, clay tile. Sheep only sell for like 1 a pop. Sheep kind of suck. Hats are where it's at. And we're at max capacity. We're not even producing excess hats. I'll just sell the sheep anyway. They're just going to waste. And we're going to come over here and we're going to sell. We just need to start creating some natural economies. I'm thinking actually like crazy hat production over here would be an interesting early game economy. Let's see. What do we... Yeah, like what does this take? Right? 4 people. Maintenance of 10. Pays for itself. 4 people, maintenance of 10. 4 people, maintenance of 5. 4 people, maintenance of 5. Pretty much the exact same thing. So a hat goes for 8. Clothing goes for 9. Okay, so clothing would make the most sense then as something to... But sheep take up less space. That's it. So I do actually kind of like that just for the time being. So let's do... Yeah, and they take up a lot less space. Okay, so we basically want excess hat production and sheep. I'm gonna get a warehouse right back here, I think. I'm gonna move... Yeah, I'm just gonna move the woodcutter out. I can put the warehouse there. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go into hat production as our early game trade. Okay, we're here. Let's just sell these things. Yeah, sheep are the worst to sell. If anything, we should just bring that over to our hat production. Okay, let's get up the coppers and the hospital. Want to get those people happy. And let's get fire prevention up here. You can see we need it. Oh god, yeah, we just lost our wheat production. It's okay. We'll get there. Bread is amazing though, as you can see. Okay, we're doing great. But we really do have to focus on the economy, like substantially. I think hat production is definitely the way to go.
One of your cities at risk of a great...
Okay, so in my opinion, what we really need right now is a ton of wood. I'm gonna bring wood from the main colony. I wanna just get this place out. The more money we have, the faster I can start buying more islands. And getting islands with the appropriate resources is going to be just like everything. Without that step, we are going to be hurting, because we'll have to purchase everything for a lot of money. So let's get the wheat production back up. We definitely want to get another farm at some point. We have a lot to do here. You can see we're going broke pretty fast, even though we have a good cash flow. And it sucks. Yeah, we definitely wanted to get this island. This is... Ooh, it had marble deposits too. So... We have to get marble deposits. Without marble, we're going to be in tough shape. So there's a few islands. We need to take this small island here. We can do some grapes. But yeah, we also want the mineral deposits on it. And then we want this island over here for the shells. I think the next island we're going to take potentially is going to be this small little sliver. We're not going to be able to do much with it though. That's the problem. So this guy, yeah, this guy here in the left corner, this is going to be the next island we take. That has a lot of the resources we need. But we, like I said, need to get this main island with as much resources as possible. Let's get over here. Because once I can get a good production of hats, we can start making some money here. So they need the sheep, and we need wood for that. So let's speed up the game just a tad bit, and just focus all of our energy into getting this up. I'm having a weird little bug here. It's hating me. There we go. We got a little bit of sheep going. Yeah, it's something's breaking stuff in the background. That's okay. There are some blueprint issues. These will be, you know, hammered out in no time. Okay, there we go. Wells were just researched, and early game, getting wells up is a really good way to prevent fires. So we can place this anywhere here. I'm gonna place it right here for now. And we'll get rid of some of the fire risk. Now we're definitely in business, and we're gonna start loading up a load of hats as soon as we can. I'm just gonna leave him over here, and we're gonna just start mass producing hats. So we have 3 hat makers. We have all the basics. Come back over here. I think we're doing a pretty decent job over here. You can see that we definitely have the capacity to upgrade. Tier 3 is on the way. We need to maintain our hats, we need to maintain our shirts, and we need to start looking and getting to the higher ups over here. So we have 291. Let's get that guy up over there. It's kind of weird. We keep needing more hats, more tunics. It's actually kind of impressive how many of these things you need. We definitely have enough resources for everything. We have plenty of sheep. Got a good chunk of coal now. Just not making hats fast enough for this population. They go through hats ridiculously quick. Even with 2 hat makers, it's just not enough. And it looks like we could use another one up here, so we're going to do that. I'm even going to do a tunic maker up here too, because you can see we definitely will get the bonus, and we definitely need it. Got a couple more residents. Go. And up here, you're going to see we're going to need ourselves another warehouse. So let's do warehouse right here. There we go. And this is why you need to get concrete roads at some point. I'll just put them here. Okay. Now you can see we're really starting to generate money. And this is how we're going to get our next island. So get Firewatch up, repair everything, get the coal going. Okay, we're gonna need a lot of coal. We have other industries in the future that are gonna require coal, so it's always good to go a little overboard in the beginning. There we go. Now we're getting the hats coming in, and these sell for 8 a pop. This is going to be a huge moneymaker for us. So we're just going to load this guy with hats and sell them. Eventually, I'll just get an established trade route. And you can see we're cleaning through the research pretty quick. That's another good thing about having everything aligned, is you will start getting your research points a little bit faster. Now we can get this new cult over here. I'm not really too interested in that. That's a good one. There's a lot of good stuff over here. The triremes would be pretty decent. Hazard fighters, basically fire safety area effect +1. There's a lot of good stuff. Some of the better technologies are over here. But we're just going to continue to learn. Yeah, getting income area effect of +3 from your fish. Pretty awesome. And we're going to get some increases in our warehouse capacity as well. Okay. If I can, it would be wise to get one more wheat farm up. Okay, there we go. Just make sure we continue pulling bread. Okay, now we can upgrade some more houses. Let's upgrade these houses. Those are beautiful houses. Cool. So now we can get into sandal production. We can get into soap production, and we do have lavender here. What's cool about some of these areas, like if I put this guy here, I'm going to get +1 happiness. So I really like that one. Let's get a road in here, and let's just have some extra routes. I just do love to have coverage. So let's get into soap making. I think soap making is a good one. The charcoal burner here, I'm going to remove. Because we got those other two. I think that's fine. Yeah, we're going to do lavender here. Lavender takes up a lot of room, as you can see, 180 tiles. So it kind of is nice to grow lavender on other islands. And we're going to need some piggies. So the piggies, honestly, the piggies can go over here. There we go. We'll probably want to get a few piggies up. And I think I'm going to move the warehouse over here. It still has, some of the stuff still should have access. So the grain extractor doesn't even need warehouse access. It just needs access from the wheat farms. Oh, no, it does. Okay. There might be an actual way we can do this. Let's get up 2 little gateways here. Full output, missing pigs. Okay, we're in good shape. Okay, we got some piggies over there. I can always alter this at a different point, make it a little bit better. And then, yeah, the extractor, the renderer, is gonna really suck. And so the soap has an area of effect, -1 happiness, +1 health. So health is actually harder for us than happiness. But again, so you can see why I like using setup here. I'm gonna put the soap over here. We're gonna get that going. And this is why we need resin, and this is why we need all the oil fertility. So let's take a peek over here and see we're at 24 hats. So the hats are taking a little bit of time. And we're going to come over here and sell some hats. We're in the positive territory, money. So getting another region here is viable. So this will be interesting to explore to see what really are good money makers, right? There's a reason why I like selling wood is because it's generally fast to produce it. The hats are a little slower, but you know what? We have a lot of sheep. So if we have a lot of sheep, it means we can get some more hats. Let's get another hat maker. Latrines, we did get latrines. So it's really important to focus on your technology. So you can see latrines are going to give us a +1 health modifier. And latrines, like I said, they're about the 2 tiles here. So, they're just a little bit bigger. They're not, I thought they were actually 3 by 3, so that's kind of cool. So that's not bad. So we have watchtowers here, right? Then wells there. And then we can do latrines here with honestly, we can do a latrine there, fill that in with the house. There you go. Like I said, no wasted space. That's why I really like having this little extra area here. That's really cool, because look at the area effect on that. Really good. And then up here, where we placed the bakery, because it was big, and I didn't want to place it in the twofold. I have bigger plans for that. We can place a latrine right here. We can place a watchtower, or we can place a well. And we're going to do the well. And then we got a 2-tile gap in the back, and we can just place a couple trees. There you go. Got a nice little area. That's really cool. That's a good way to get your happiness up. Our fire risk is really high. So let's make sure we're doing everything correctly. So over here, we do have the wells. Up here, we don't have the well. Over here, we did 2 houses. We'll do a well here too. We just need to keep this fire. And remember, it works in industry. There we go. Well, it's really good to have these guys around all these things, especially the pigs. Anything that's flammable, essentially. Very good. Okay, so this is doing great. I'm gonna unpause real quick. And we'll start setting, full output storage. We'll start selling sell orders. So we're gonna say go ahead and sell anything over 59. Set the minimum stock to that. And likely what we need to do here is just start expanding. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna move him over here. There we go. Move him here. And I guess, realistically, I should probably move one of the guys over here. And this is why roads are important between points. So like that. There we go. Now we're getting all our money's worth. Market's hitting everybody. We're in good shape. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of money. We're at 1,000 a pop now. We can also buy ships. That's another reason why I like to do this. Okay, get the wells up. Need to get our fire prevention in a good spot. And so we got fire down here, but we have no fire here. We're going to place fire control right here. Now it's going to help out tremendously. Beautiful. So good tech all around. Let's come back over here. All right, so we got 36 hats. How much is that going to make us? 288. We're going to need a lot of hats. So I am afraid that hat production, even when mass, is slow. But it's not bad, because we do need a lot of hats. And we could honestly export the hats to our main island. So there's going to be a lot of situations like this. Okay. This guy over here. Actually, move this guy right here. Boom. Okay, we're doing great. So we're just going to continue to allow this. We'll let the hats build up. So yeah, hats, not entirely, I don't think, the best thing. Fish markets were discovered, so that's +3 income to all houses located near. So all these houses are now getting a massive income. We're going to actually upgrade all these guys to the next tier because of that. That's beautiful. And we're missing hemp. Okay. So anytime it tells you you're missing a resource, just go ahead and move into it. And remember, we can move some of the stuff away. It doesn't all have to be in the same spot. Okay. I think we're going to get a warehouse down here. I think I'm actually going to put a warehouse right here. I know eventually we're going to need it. Let's just go across the bay here. Yeah, we just need a little bit of wood. We're good to go. But yeah, I want to utilize this space for farming. We do have a spot up here that can be used. Yeah, some of this stuff is better to build it on other islands and import it because it does take up a lot of room. Okay, there we go. All right, got depots. All right, we're doing good. I'm gonna pause real quick. So these depots, they increase the amount of max storage on your island, along with upgrading everything, you know. Get them up fast. Get those up fast. Increasing your max storage is good because sometimes they'll just start stockpiling things and it just gives you some options later on as far as trade goes. Okay, yeah, so 33 hats. And so, yeah, wood, this is why I think wood is one of the better ones because it sells for 4, but you produce wood a lot faster than you use hats. And we have a lot of sheep, so we're gonna up hat production two times, and we got some logs, and yeah, we'll do that. And we need to go after this. Ooh, he's got a pretty little island over here. Not as many cool houses as I have, but pretty cool. All right, and we're doing decent. A little bit of ruins, a little bit of unrest. Yeah, warehouse organization. So warehouse organization just was unlocked, which means we can upgrade our main trade post. Need a little bit of wood. No warehouse in rain. Need to get this bridge up. Okay, so we're here. Yeah, 33 hats is only 264, so 50, and then 50 wood is 200. I think wood is where it's at, personally. It's faster. But these routes, they work, but you know, you're not going to make your big money. Your big money is going to come from the passive wealth and your people in the early stages, in my opinion. There's a bit of unrest up there, so I may need to get medical coppers for sure. Need to get up here. Okay, so it says missing goods. Looks like I may have accidentally deleted all my wood production here, so that's great. Oh, whoops. And what's kind of cool though is wood can technically just go anywhere. Do this for now. We're gonna need some wood. All right, I'm gonna go to my second island over here, and we're doing a good job. We just need to continuously expand and potentially try to get some clay production up. Get a bridge over here. This is great spot for industry and porridge. Like, we don't even have porridge over here. So let's start getting up the basic building blocks. We have a farm, porridge, farm. These oat farms are actually pretty big. Pull that all the way back. Okay, 2 oat farms. Over here, we're gonna go for, we got marble and we got the mineral deposits. That's good. This is a good island right here, actually. Okay, but you can see this causes huge fire issues. So this, we want as far over here as possible. And we're also gonna need charcoal. And charcoal, well, charcoal we can get from over here. We need to build a warehouse for this. I will. I'm gonna put them back there. Yep, that's close enough. There we go. And we need to upgrade some of these buildings. So once the porridge comes in, be in good shape. Need to get ourselves some more fish though. There we go. And that's +3. So yeah, having houses near fish is pretty awesome. Okay, and then we need to get ourselves a big old warehouse down here. I'm gonna put them right back here. And the problem with this stuff is it does burn to the ground, so a well right there. Ooh, this is a nice spot for a well right here too. Keep that fire rating down. Get ourselves up a fireman right there. That should help out a lot. And I think I just cleaned through almost all the wood. Oh, we got a lot of sheep here still. Ooh, hats. I'll take the hats. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to start exporting those hats. Bring the hats and everything else over here. Oh, we went through all that research. Dang. Okay. So we have to get at least 5 tons of concrete. Okay. Let's start clearing through the early game stuff over here. And let's look at what we need now. So we do not have resin and we do not have olives. And all that's over here along with the shells that we're going to need for togas. So that's going to be the next goal. In fact, I think we're actually just going to forgo some of the stuff over here. I'm going to drop the hats off. We're always in need of hats. I'm going to take clay tiles. I'm going to take the wood. Sorry, guys. And I'm going to look real quick. Yeah, we're in good shape. We're just going to go. We're going to take this island right now. I don't want to start there. Where do we want to start this island? But this is a good island, actually. Fortunately, oh, up here. Yeah, no, this is fine. We'll just start over here and we'll build down. It's no biggie. Okay, so we're going to go get that island, and that's going to give us what we need to get to tier 3. Get fire prevention up as soon as possible. All right, we're in good shape. We need a little bit of wood. Yeah. All right, bridge right there. I'm going to try to get some wood from over here. Here we go. Yeah, there's a good bridge location right there. Nice. That's going to lower how much workers these guys use. All right, we got a thriving city. I think we should probably get up a few more houses. There we go. Keep working our way down the tier. I think we have enough people now. Pause the game real quick. So this is going to cost us 97,000. And if you're under 10,000, you'll go bankrupt and lose the game. So we need 90 grand. And we'll be there soon. Let's just keep doing what we're doing over here. Again, the fishes are helping. They're giving us that +3. So putting fish over here is actually really, really smart because that's going to give us, as you can see, more money. We're just going to place it there. It's not going to have any benefit yet. There's no warehouse for it, but it's going to give us +3. Fine. I'm just going to leave it alone for now. I just don't want to forget it for later. All right, so once we hit like 80 grand, we're going to buy that island. And we're just going to keep building out these bridges. Bridges are great. There we go. Now we have warehouse access. Oh, it's so close. Okay, right there. That should get us closer. And if I take a road from here to here... Alright, yeah, we gotta click diagonal roads. There we go. There we go. Now we have access. Beautiful. I love the diagonal roads. They're great. At 40 grand. And so, yeah, having an economy, pretty darn important. Let's get some workers in here now. There we go. Let's just make sure everybody is set. Get a nice little core. All right, we have a lot of workers still. This is great. Now we can get up this here in a second. All right, so missing goods charcoal. How are they missing goods? Charcoal's right there. All right, we just got our first batch of charcoal, didn't we? Okay. Oh, we're missing goods clay. They're just slow. They're just slow. Here comes the goods. There we go. Looking pretty. All right, that will help us get up some of these basic things. Pretty happy with that. We're going to keep it simple until we get to tier 4, and then I'll get the second part of the city out. You want to keep your population low. It's hard to get these requirements. And you can see that we actually need more porridge. So porridge, pretty big part of the game. All right, we got 2, so we need 3 of these. We'll just put them here. We got the warehouse right there. All right, yeah, he's bringing the wood to the warehouse. In good shape. Multiple bridges, multiple sections. Make sure we're connecting everything. This is beautiful, actually. Nice area income effect from bakers, vintners, brewery, and island. The festival. So that's that's where we're getting a lot of money, and that's going to go away. Full output storage. Oh no, we have full sheep. We have full hats. Okay, I need to get this island up. Actually, realistically, what needs to be happening here is I need to get into boat production. So let's just do it. Right, we got our little depot up, and we need to get into rope making. Another reason why you want to have plenty of hemp. Alright, and then a sail maker. Good thing is we have plenty of sheep. And I do believe we're going to need more hemp. So let's do this. I'm going to fill in this area. There we go. We can always get more hemp up. That's going to help out. We got a nice little warehouse here. We can probably upgrade the warehouse, right? Yeah, we're going to need to. Got a lot of things to do. Same with this guy over here. Probably should upgrade him. A little expensive. Okay, and that's going to help us get up some trade ships. You can just straight up buy them, though. And buying ships is good. I want to get this island, and then I can start investing a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. He just gave me 10 grand. Feels so pretty. Night watch discovered. right, so people are not happy, and the well and the watchtower can help with this. We just need to, yeah, everyone here is pretty good. Watchtowers also work in all industries. Places like this, not a bad spot for it, but you gotta make sure that it's all dependent upon road access here. So there, we'll get one up, just see if that helps out. Anything we can do to get these happinesses up is gonna help us. We're doing so great. And what's awesome too is we have the buy anything trader right here. So this is a good place to produce items to trade right next to it. This big island here is a good one too. It's a pro and a con of being so close to the pirates, right? All right, bell up there. Once we get the bathhouse, that's going to reduce fire chance. Once we get the big buildings, it increases population, increases wealth generation. That's when you become powerful. And that's when you can start buying all the little islands and doing what you need to with them. All right, fire prevention. Looks like we're having some health issues over here. And that's what's kind of cool about the latrine, right? Get a latrine right there. Gonna get our health up. Yeah, that's beautiful. And the well, we don't need that over here. Perfect. We're doing pretty decent. We don't need any of that. Okay, this is good. And upgrade the trading post. This will increase our storage capacity. It's another good reason why you want to do that. We're close. 97. So yeah, once we hit 90-ish, we'll be safe. And we get that island, and pretty much we're like the best people ever. We have everything. We already have coppers down here. Do we have heal? Yeah, we have medical down here, but not up here. And how much is this? It's not much. We should do it because our health is bad. And the higher approval I can get, the better, right? Feeling really good about our future here. And upgrade the trading post. There we go. Also gives us a little better protection. And eventually I'm going to have enough to build a boat. Or I'll probably just start buying them here in a second. Oh man, look at that. They got a lot of ships already. That means their trade's probably better than mine. But I have found, honestly, like building out the islands to be one of the more effective ways of generating wealth. Oh, they're going through the hats actually here. It's kind of interesting. They're going through the hats pretty quick. Most likely, I'm just actually going to bring the hats here, because you'd be surprised how many hats you can go through. Yeah. All right, fish production's not keeping up. We do actually have quite a few houses. Get some more fish is coming in. Oh man, do we have a fire? All right, this isn't going to stand. Let's get fire patrol up right here. Go. We'll get a road like that so that he can go in all directions. Perfect. All right. Upgrade this warehouse. Got a lot of action going on here. Very good. And we have a warehouse here that should probably be upgraded at some point. I'm just watching. I want to make sure he doesn't come over here and steal my stuff. Eventually, I'm going to have to go to war with the pirates too. Okay, cool. Look at this. I can get a ship for 15. We're going to build a small little trade ship. Yeah, I probably could have just gone and got some hats, but they're just not selling for much. You really do just need quantity and mass. And you just need to be trading tons of quantity. This is the danger, though, of not having proper, fire prevention. Takes all that stuff out. We definitely need room, too, for the aqueduct. So I may have to destroy and move some stuff. I want to get the benefits there. 78,000. We're getting close. No. My fishing hut. The governor's villa. Governor's villa is likely just going to go somewhere around here. It's going to be great. All right. We did actually get our first trader up. Let's take a peek. Coal sells for a good amount, too. Pigs sell for 2. All right. Let's just start selling pigs. They go over certain thresholds. It's another good reason to get up the depot and upgrade things is you can have much higher quantities. And we're going to go sell hats. We'll go sell whatever. 81,000. We're getting close. Nice. Yeah, so people are coming to us to buy. That's honestly one of the better ways to do it. I still like giving my enemies stuff. They're not technically my enemies, but anything I do to help them hurts me to my from my perspective. Yeah, we're doing great. Oh, this place needs to be upgraded. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, we're getting our economy going. All right, so what do we got going on here? Do we got sandals? We don't have sandals. So sandals are easy, and sandals bring in a lot of money. We just need to get ourselves a pathway like that. Okay, and then we need a tannery and a bunch of pigs. Well, we actually had a ton of pigs, as you saw. Put the tannery up there, and then a sandal maker. And the sandal maker, sandal maker is gonna go right here, right in the heart. There's room for sandal maker down here too. Get 2 of them. There we go, beautiful. And the soap maker, we already have 1. I don't know if we're gonna do more than 1. Okay, 87,000 is good enough for me. We're gonna get this up.
I have no choice but whatever.
Yeah, as long as we get under 10,000, we'll be okay. And we're not gonna be able to build any roads. But the whole point of this was just to get everything going. All right, and this is gonna be ship number 2. So ship number 2, we're gonna load this with hat. Oh my God. Okay, maybe we can make some money selling hats. Holy cow. All right, we'll send him over here. Now we're in the money. This is a good place to be. But we need to cart resources over to the secondary island. Get the olives, get the resin going. So that's the next objective there, is getting all that stuff so we can bring in what we need for... honestly, you can just go with olives. You don't have to do both, but it does help to have a little bit. Okay, upgrade some more houses. Well, it looks like we're gonna... I think we're gonna need 2 of these. And let's just increase pig production slightly. There we go. There we go. Nice, we're at 1,000. And let's get hospitals. No, we're good on hospitals. We got 2. Over here though, happiness plus 2. Yeah, we just don't. Well, we actually do have the money. Let's get the coppers up, and let's get some medical. I say just go the distance, right? Make these places as awesome as possible. Perfect. Okay, so let's load this dude up. Got wood. We're gonna need clay. What else should I bring? Enormous amount of pigs. That's good. Wow, we barely have any gruel. We're gonna have to really up our game. All right, pause real quick. So we already have ourselves perfect location. Get basic wood going. 100 and 100. Doesn't get any easier than that. Then we'll get up 2 dudes right here and bring out road there. Daisy. There we go. Okay, just getting up a basic residential area. Yeah, we're gonna do something kind of similar to what we did up top. We're gonna go a different length though. We're gonna go top length like that. Just like this. Right on. Pause the game. Get some fish. Alright. Bunch of wood. Bunch of clay. Get all the basics. Train. There we go. That will give us early... It's awesome because that gives us that early game bump. Right there. This. Stop. Let's get fire prevention in here. Just need wood. Alright, we're in business. Except for this guy. Need to get a road in here. Go. Better access for all. Perfect. Then we just need the basics, right? Yep. Okay. Spinner. A silly hat maker. I'll just actually throw that in here. There we go. Just need to get all this up. Okay. Just like that. Basic town. Always great. Now that we've popped, and we'll just continue to populate. My god. They just keep destroying everything. Oh, that's why we didn't have any gruel. Everything was destroyed. Okay. We need to get the baths as soon as possible. Follow empirical guidance. Executor. Show mercy. Get +2 happiness. -1 prestige. I like that one. Happiness good. Happy worker. Productive worker. All right. Everything up here is going pretty decent. We have a basic operation going. We got the money coming in. So this was the hard part. Just, you know, getting everyone to work together and get all the islands that you need. All right. Rural production, and this too. Just like get all your basic building blocks going. All right. I'd like to get some fire prevention though, for sure. Actually, maybe fire prevention should be down here. Who knows? Okay, we need a warehouse. No, you're always gonna need a warehouse in these areas anyway. Let's get one right here. Will help with all the things we're doing. And we have just need the wood. There we go. Fire prevention. All right. They've got all the clay tiles I can handle giving them. We're gonna go back. Okay, we're shooting to the stratosphere now. Go to our second ship. Okay, so we got pigs, hats. So a stack of hats is only 400. That's not bad. Like we made like 800, but I just don't know. You can see we're not replenishing hats too quick. We do have a lot of sheep. It looks like we can get away with more hat makers. This is kind of crazy. Okay, maybe we can sell hats. So I think the gimmick here is how do you do hat salesman? Go from here, and to load up, I'm gonna say 2 rounds of hats per. That's gonna lead us to an 800 trade route. That's a beautiful thing right there. Okay, let's see if I have anything else I can sell. Clay tiles I could sell if I wanted to. Pigs we are selling, and people are occasionally buying. Sandals, we're not producing enough of them, and we definitely need to. Sandals are amazing. +1 population and +2 income. Amazing. If you do not have sandals, what are you doing with your... No, it's like, get sandals, okay? Get them sandals. These people, they like to walk. All right. And another sandal maker over here. So 1 sandal maker per area. That's another reason why I like this, because you do actually need this many for some of these things. Sandals are like the go-to though. And it's cheap. You have everything you need to make sandals. So if we come over to the sandal makers, that's my silly hat maker. Sandal maker, you can see he has all the materials that he needs. So we're just not producing enough sandals, basically. I have 2 leather makers. I think that's enough. We can watch that. This is a great ship though. Ship archers, ship rows, and ship scorpions. So if we go to customization, you can see I now can put scorpions because in the beginning of the game in the Hall of Fame, I asked for this. So my combat ships can now start with scorpions, and that's huge. That's huge. If you don't have that, you're limited to just ship archers. So I could actually get rid of ship art. I could go all scorps. I do like the archers scorpion combination though. Really cool. Yeah, so my combat ships can just be full combat ships. And we're gonna build one of those out. I do actually prefer to buy ships because I think it doesn't pull, it costs people, right? So it costs people to do all this. Okay, we're doing good over here. So now what we need to do, that we got this going, is get a segment of the population that can work our fields. So we're going to need resin area, and resin likes trees, as you can see. So we can get 2 right here. We're just gonna connect these like that. Okay, that's gonna be an export, and then all of them. So we got a good thing going on over here. Got the trees. Okay, so I think we're gonna do a ton of olive growth, and I mean a ton. But when I say a ton, I mean it. It's gonna be biblical. All right, do this. Get a warehouse, and I want to make sure that we're utilizing all this space up here, right? I'm just gonna, yeah, because you can see the olive grooves are massive. So use it all. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That actually fit just perfectly too, which is awesome. So we got ourselves a massive olive operation there. The second porch stand up. Looks like we just need a few more workers. We will just add them in where we see fit. Just like right here. There we go. Yeah, and all those things that give +1 population, super important to get. We're sitting on 2 really good islands. Okay, over here, it gave us the red, like we were missing something. I think it could have been salt. Let's watch this for a second. I mean, I can always just come up here and we can just go down the line. Fish we're gonna need. Tunics we're gonna need. More hats. Okay. It's leather. We need more leather makers. Oh,
Construction has finished.
Okay, well, these negatives on the leather maker I hate. All right, there's the leather. And this is where it gets kind of crazy. It's like, I already have so many hat makers. I really don't want any more. It looks like we need more fish, actually. Oh, we'll get a little bit more fish going. All right, this is another combat. We got combat ships. I'm wondering if I should start attacking the pirates now, because the pirates, well, let's see. Let's pause the game real quick. Oh, we're not at war with the pirates yet. Okay, we'll be ready for the pirates though. We'll go pirate hunting when we have to. You can see we're at 24,000. Okay. Now what's cool about this is now I can just start straight up buying ships, which you can get some good ships. This guy has sails. He's 15. This is 19, so he has ship oars, ship mast, and he has ship archers, but only 2 storage, right? So good ship, but we want this. And now what we're going to do is set up a trade route to move those goods that we just got on the new island. Ooh, do that here to here. Add our new ship that's fast, and it is going to bring olive and resin, and there we are. And this is going to be the hard part. I'm going to get a central warehouse. I would like to get more resin back. I'm going to do that. I think 3 of these should be enough. And then over here on the main island, we probably have enough raw clay. We're going to get up a potter. And the potter has fire risk, but I'm just, this is a big one too. We're going to place this in our middle section up here. And then the olive press, you can see is very big. That's going to go right here and give +1 health. And I'd like to get 2 of these. So we're going to place another one down here. Perfect. And once we upgrade, actually no, this is a radius. This one won't matter what I use. So that sucks. But this one is not a radius. So this can be expanded by upgrading roads. This can't. This is a radius. So you want those to be central. There we go. Hasn't been 2 hours. Been 1. Okay. Yeah, we're doing great. Upgrade the trading port to increase storage capacity of the entire island. I'm loving it. Okay, we're in good shape now. We could honestly produce olives here. I wanted to get that health bonus. I don't need health bonuses though. What I need are population bonuses. But a sanctuary would be good. A grammaticus would be good. There we go. Let's get that education rate up here. That's good. Yeah, so same thing. Education, good. All right. And then religion, get up over here. Boom. Okay. It also increases happiness. These are all great things. And we also need to get up. We have the coppers over here. Let's get coppers over here, and let's get a fire department over here too. We got to keep order. This is a very important place. Now we're city status 5. Every time we go up though, it increases fire risk and all types of stuff. I know some people will probably tell you not to advance too quickly. But those people are squares. Yeah, I like to live on the edge. There we go. Missing goods. Yeah.
One of your cities at risk of a great...
Missing the olives. Missing... Are we missing lard? What are we missing, sir? Okay, we're not missing anything. Okay. Yeah, we only have one, so one lavender should do it. The main problem is it's having to travel a huge distance. What if I put this guy over here? Will that cause issues to anybody? This is a good spot for it. Upgrade it. Yeah, this is great, because he can help out with these industries. Ah, crap. Yeah, this guy over here. But you know what? That's the name of the game. Let's get a proper warehouse up over there. Okay. All right, missing salt. Thank you. I've been trying to figure out what's going on over here. Salt is holding us back. So we'll get this salt going. There we go. Yeah, this is cool. It's cool to see the rows and the ores and all that. And I can buy combat ships, which is the cool thing. Okay, so let's look for things that I do not have that I'm definitely going to need. This is an amazing island already. It's doing exactly what we needed it to do. Over here we have mineral deposits and marble. Marble and mineral, perfect. That's honestly all she wrote there. And this big island here has a snail population, which we need for togas. We have snail population over here though too. It does have mackerel, but we have mackerel. We're eventually going to need to start making garum, and this isn't too difficult to do, but they hate it. But it's necessary to go from tier 3 to tier 4. We'll need to get in that in a little while. I'm going to hold off though, because I don't need to do it quite yet, right? And we can now get to tier 3. So we're going to upgrade this whole row. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Tier 3. And this is going to give us access to the theater, and this is where it shines. So once I upgrade all my roads, right? You may end up wanting to have 2 theaters in your design, but once I upgrade all the roads, we can do everything. We're going to place the theater here. The aqueduct. Now, this is the most important thing, is sand refineries. And with the sand refinery, I'm going to do that over here. And we're going to get 2 sand refineries going. We're going to just really get the concrete going. It accumulates so slowly if you don't go to industrial scale on it quickly. So what we need over here is a warehouse. And we'll go like that. I'm just going to do a road all the way around the warehouse because it's a good building. Oh, nice. We have shrines. Shrines increase population and health. These are incredibly important buildings. Shrines are very, very powerful. I think a lot of people are sleeping on shrines because they can really supercharge your builds. Okay, limestone quarry. So what we're going to want is 2 of these. Okay, we got 2 quarries of a road here, and we'll just get a warehouse out over here, and we're going to have 1, 2, 3. Have a road. Come over here. I think we're actually just going to straight up do fire prevention over here. Okay, now we got it going on. So we got 3 those going. We can get the aqueducts up, and we can start moving into some of the good stuff. Getting the theater up is going to be huge. Okay, and it is now officially time. Oh yeah, they're going to damage us bad. It's officially time for us to go to war with the banditos. So I am going to come out and attack these ships, and you can see I have, honestly, which is cool, I have scorpions, right? So these scorpions are awesome, but they're in the rear. It's actually kind of cool that you can distinguish where you want and everything. And you can see that he is running away. The bandito camp, though, is all the way in this corner. Okay, cool. He made a turn, so he is going to get shot. Come on. Come on, my friend. There we go. So there's the scorpions. Scorpions actually missed. The arrows seem to be heat-seeking, which is actually kind of interesting. An argument could be made to just stack those, but the onagers do a lot of damage, and the scorpions are pretty good, too. All right, we're going to speed this up because it is taking forever. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the scorpions, when the scorpions land, they do hurt. There we go. I'm also thinking if I do my combat ships, I want them all to be super fast. But basically, like, you can have like a defensive force where speed doesn't matter. But then you can also have ships that are meant for hunting. I find hunting the pirates better than patrolling. Because if you destroy enough of them, they don't usually have the force necessary. Ooh, a festival. And always get festivals. Alright, and we're trying our best to kill this thing, but it's good to have a mix of weapons, for sure. Oh, he is actually going back to the pirate camp. He's trying to Oh, nice. Yeah, we just took out a big chunk of health with the scorpions. Yeah, I think scorpions with a speed increase could be pretty darn powerful. Nice. All right, what do we get? Got some wood. All right. We got ourselves another target. But yeah, we're just going to make sure that the bandit does not increase the amount of people he has substantially. Ooh, we're missing sheep from our hats. A little bit of sheepage going on. Finally hit our quota. There we go. Look at that. Yeah. So that's my advice to you though. Keep them in check. Keep them in check. And we did do a pretty sizable upgrade. And I guess it's time to get up one of these areas. And we'll need to get a marketplace up. And a tavern. And of course a silly hat maker. At a minimum. And we'll get this guy up too, the spinner. Okay. I think I'm just going to get up this whole block over here. I knew I said I was going to wait, but we need the population. Our fire prevention, though, out of control. So this always happens when you expand quickly. Fire prevention there. Fire prevention over here is pretty decent. Here it's pretty good. And we're doing the best we can. Let's get the Johnny Law over here. And I think we're going to need to up our sheepage. Our production, I think, is increased. All right, cool. We sank his battleship. Yeah, we're just getting some silly resources. I used to get weapons off of them, which was much better. All right. Okay, more sheep. And we're just going to continue to hunt down our enemies. This is beautiful, though. All right, theater. Ba-boom, theater is up. And so this is what I was talking about. Is like, if you do it right, there's plenty of room to put fire prevention, Johnny Law, especially as you progress. If you want the best range on everything, though, you can place this dude more like right. Yeah, this is why you're going to want to mess with the roads, too. This is a good spot for him. +3 happiness, theater, prestige. The happiness is probably the best one. Down here, we're going to place some stuff. This is going to be a big city, though, I can tell you that. I'm going to upgrade a few more buildings. Tier 2. And then these guys, the tier 3. Here we go. Okay, we're unlocking quite a bit. If we want to get the Forum and Baths, we're going to need 800 of these toga-wearing freaks. And let's get some more tier 2s. Oh, down here. Okay. Yeah, we're doing great. All right, so mineral deposits. We got the minerals. We got everything that we need. This is beautiful. Religion. Yeah, let's make sure we're selecting religion for all of our islands, especially since we have religion. Okay. The next goal is going to be the aqueduct. We got it here. Oh yeah, look at that. Lined up perfect. And we can go down, down. The cistern will also increase its range with the upgraded roads. So this will in fact hit everything. So we're gonna have one right here, right? And you can just put road access on either side and then connect it. And then from there, so you can see how we put that in the middle of this. From there, we're gonna go down here. Same exact thing. Even put it on this side if you want to. Okay, so that's 1, that's 2. It's gonna feed these whole areas, and it seems kind of silly. And we're gonna do that on both sides now. I could just have, the smart way to do this, honestly, would be to just go across here. I'm just hoping that that doesn't screw things up, right? I mean, I could just go straight down. It's really expensive to do. I just do this. Oh, water can't flow uphill. Okay, so that is actually the problem. Water can't flow uphill, so that does actually mean that this is still the way. It's just much more expensive. Okay, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep it uniform. Same with this guy. I'm gonna delete this. I'll just keep it all uniform. Okay, make sure to space this one back. You gotta connect it like that. All right, see, connected, connected. Then we bring this gent down. Same process. Bring this back one. But yeah, so you can see this is going to hit everybody, especially when we upgrade. Then you got this guy here, and when we upgrade, we should hit everybody, and this is great. So we just need a ton, an absolute ton of wood. I'm going to go pick up some wood, speed this up. What we actually desperately need to get up is a bath. The bath will give us fire safety of +3, and that will usher in a new age of security. We got a lot of coal. Okay, we got a bit of wood, not a whole lot. Bring that over. Some people are getting sick. I don't actually really know why. I feel like we're pretty darn healthy. I'm getting sick. Oh, you know what we really should do? And I screwed up not doing this earlier. Getting up our main villa is going to give us a huge increase. We're going to place our villa right here. in the center. 2 roads up like that. Need a ton of wood. We can go start buying people and increasing our population cap that way. You see our money situation is pretty darn fluid. We're bringing in a lot of money. Oh, nice. We just got a trade treaty. I try to be peaceful with everyone while I build up. I like the vibe. The disease is ravaging us. I also want to get into, now that we have 5 tons of concrete, I want to get roads up next. And then coming down and getting your workforce, water conservatorship is good. A blind faith that gives us 50 more workers. Getting workers, one of my favorite things to do. Combat's smart to get into. Right now they don't challenge you enough, to be honest. A day watch giving +1 happiness effect. Unlock large loans. Unlock cults. Unlock the Tyreme. Okay, we're in good shape. Yeah, I'm getting a little annoyed by how quickly things are breaking. This has a domino effect because if I stop getting the goods, then I stop getting money. All right, we're gonna drop everything off. And it looks like we've killed almost all of the pirates, actually. So they're no longer really a threat. So let's get up the governor's villa. Let's see if I have any specialists already. I do. So area income effect +1.5. Upkeep is -75%. That's a good one. Knowledge area effect +1. All right, so we're gonna get both of those in. Let's come over here and let's start buying. There's some good stuff. Yeah, we can come over here. Workforce needed for oat farm, olive gardens. We're looking for ones that increase things like honestly, I'm looking for ones that increase population. Increasing population in already existing houses is honestly awesome. Okay, so we got our governor villa up. We can place a wall around this later, or not at all, to be honest. Like whatever, right? Okay, so we're running low on clay. We got clay there. We got this guy here. Oh, nice. Yeah, so this is just going to be a straight clay spot. There we go. You should have warehouse access now. Perfect. All right. And so what I'm hoping we can do is get the first guy up. We can just get one of these up. It's going to really reduce the fire damage. There we go. Okay. That should... okay. Beautiful. Look at that. +3 fire safety. So this alone, and then the bath, is going to reduce our fire issues to 0, practically. We are running low on lavender. And I like the fact that lavender gives a +1 happiness. Like, I really do. I think it's probably one of the coolest. So we have this whole spot over here, right? And that's where I'm thinking. It's just like, turn this into a giant lavender farm. And get that +1 bonus on all the happiness on all these gents over here. And big thing is, does it have access to a warehouse? We'll just bring in the road right there. Okay. Yeah, he has access to something. We'll find out in a bit. It doesn't look like he does, but for some reason it's working. All right, that will give us the lavender. I'm feeling pretty good about my chances here. I'm very surprised at how quickly hats are being consumed. You guys consume far too many hats. Right, let's get a few more workers there. Plus 1,500. Okay, clay tile's good. All right, and look at that. We're clear sailing. And we didn't need that much concrete to do this, which is cool. Oh yeah. No, I missed somebody. There's always one little piece that I miss. I use the upgrade tool to do the aqueducts instead of clicking on every single tile. It's really nice. There we go, 80 out of 100. So now we're getting fire prevention on all these gents. And when I upgrade to concrete roads, that will increase. This is great. So these guys don't have market access. And that's another reason why we need to get concrete roads too. So we can hit everybody. All right, let's do this. I just need to hit 800. We're at 614. Okay, let's get as many of these guys as possible. That should honestly do it right there. And the small fry guys, I want to go to tier 2. There we go. There we go. This is looking good. I mean, so this is what a, you know, a design city looks like. It looks good. I'm loving it. And we haven't even filled out the whole darn thing. We haven't even hit the big dog stuff. But our fire risk is down substantially. Now, if we want water for crops down here, I'm gonna have to drag it from right here down into this area. That's not too expensive. It's not too expensive. We may need to rearrange some things. Like I may need to destroy the lavender here. So this would be a good spot for it. That was weird. I didn't mean to move it. Okay, so the baths are now available and we need marble. So this is why we wanted marble. And you actually don't need a whole lot of marble. And we have marble here. So let's just go with the one thing of marble. We're gonna need some concrete. So I'll need to bring that. So let's gather. Oh yeah, first let's go and see if I can get some cool items. Water consumption for all farms, -50%. That's honestly really cool. Clothers need less workforce. That's a good one. Actually a really good one for that one island that we have. Fire safety area effect for tilers, the people making tiles. Let's re-roll. Population from bread if supplied for all residencies +2. Wow, that's a really good one. That's a really good one. But we're not... Okay, so what this tells me is I need to get me some bread. I need to get me more bread production. Because dang, go to bread. I know it has massive negatives, right? So we got one bread guy here. So that +2, yeah, and that's perfect. So we should probably do a bread guy over here because we're gonna get +2 from bread. So this is perfect. Yeah, we'll just put her over here. All right, we don't even have to do increased bread production at all. That's a beautiful thing. So we're gonna come back with her. We're gonna bring some concrete over. We're gonna get things going. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a band. All right. All right, we're running out of concrete, so I better stop. Oh, nice, I just got a gift. Speak with Brutus. I'm ready to make my choice. Okay, so if you hire Brutus, workforce from residents +20%. If you hire this dude, you get income area effect. I always go with workforce. That's just me.
Together.
Workers are awesome. Money is good, but workers are money-ish too, right? Now, it's the less houses I have to have means the less consumption. So money's cool, but lower more workers good. When they go to tier 4, we're not too far away. We need garum or wine. Down here we need more tunics, hats, and togas. And here we just need probably writing tablets would do it. Okay, so we brought back her. And this is amazing. Brought her back because this is going to vastly increase our population. All these houses that are being supplied bread. Well, we actually that may be from the being supplied bread. Everyone has bread, if perfect supply of bread. So that's going to give us a huge population boom, and thus potentially even increase our taxes. And there's one pirate down there. Our buddies are actually helping us hunt the pirates, so that's cool. Okay. All right, the bathhouse is marble, like we discussed. So we're going to take down... Ooh, we got a lot of resin here. We're going to take a bunch of concrete. I think we can actually make more concrete, too. Concrete's not a bad one to sell, right? And concrete you need for roads and all types of stuff, so we're actually going to get up another concrete mixer, and we can actually get concrete roads now. We researched it. So we're going ham on the knowledge. You can see we're growing fast. And peer-to-peer trading. It's a cool one. Ooh, yeah, there's some good stuff down here. We haven't even hit all the tech. All right, we're definitely generating vast sums of money. I can't wait for the Egypt to come out. Oh, it looks like we should definitely kill this guy. He's weak. Oh, heck yeah. Boom, pirate gone. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, the pirates are actually not bad. Did I just abandon my loot? I think I may have accidentally abandoned my loot. Oh, that's pretty nice. He had armor on him. You can see the enemy here. He has he's actually camping. On one map I saw he had like 20. Crazy. And this is cool, dude. He's building a massive shipyard. This guy's smart. He's just turned an island basically into a ship maker. So that whole population is just a navy. That's really smart. I like that. Okay, concrete. There we go. Now we build out the marble. There we go. There we go. Ugh, -2 health. Nah, we can afford it. We can afford it. And you don't need much marble, that's the great thing. But we do need to amend our trade route. So we're bringing hats to sell from this island. That's generating quite a bit of money. Let's continue to do so. Let's get a new ship. You know what? And instead of being a sucker, we're just gonna buy it.
One of your cities at risk of a great
There we go. Buy that ship. And because there's actually a lot that we need to take from this island. Let's come back over here. We're going to need boards, and we can make lavender, and we're going to need mineral deposits. So there's actually quite a bit. So having a dedicated ship is really wise. A good ship, too, not just a small fry ship. So from here to here, we're going to dedicate you. And for the time being, we're just going to do... eventually, it's going to be hats as well. We're just going to do raw, uncut marble and bring that over. I mean, we could cut the marble there, but I think you need the toga gentleman to do that. So this does give prestige at the cost of negative. You gotta love prestige, man. For the time being, though, I don't. So we're just gonna get marble dude over here, and we're gonna upgrade this warehouse. There's a lot going on over here. There we go. And I'm also gonna get a back door to this area here. That way it can move around. Same over here. Get the fire prevention a little bit better. Okay, perfect. And so we do have the ability to upgrade roads now. So let's look at this. Right, so these guys, they don't have access to the market stalls. So if I do this, if I start getting the roads up, something amazing happens. They get market access. Woo! It's a miracle. Okay, so yeah, you can see that the market can now hit all those houses. So we're gonna get the main road. This is why you want a ton of concrete, fast as possible. Beautiful. Nice, this guy even got access. Okay, cool. So yes, that you can hit every house with the markets in just those locations. So far this design is actually holding up really well. The main guy actually is going to be getting this road up to the theater, spread the theater. And you did okay over there. That's good. It's saying the storage is empty. Yeah, it's going to be empty for just a tad. Oh, no warehouse in range. Okay. Well, there's a warehouse over here. See if that's enough. Here we go. Okay, we got ourselves a road. The warehouse can get back there now. I'm going to upgrade this guy too. Pretty darn important, dude. Okay, we got the marble coming. That's all that matters. Fish. Probably gonna need more fish. Eventually, I'll need to start importing fish and just like basic resources to the main island. Beautiful. This actually did end up becoming a little bit more permanent than I thought it was. Okay, so lavender and this wood maker here. So what I would like to do is honestly get an aqueduct all the way down here. This. So, and it's, yeah, we're gonna need to upgrade some roads. Hemp. Okay, so the hemp's going bye-bye. It's all road base, right? We want this. We can do something over here, and I can do hemp. And I can do hemp right here. There you go. There's your hemp back. So this will give us water, all these things growing around it. That'll be great. We got that hammered out now. Okay, nice. Our relations are improving with our friends across the sea. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I need from these islands, and I don't think so. I think we're going to take this big island here, simply because I want to deny my enemies this beautiful island. And we could make this an army island. I think it's kind of good to do that, like just a bunch of peasants and tier 2 citizens. Easy to spam that stuff. All right, and our fire prevention's pretty decent, right? Now let's get this guy up. Be a little bit more. We'll get that guy up next. And it's going to cost us 250,000. Okay, we'll be back in another 30 years. That is a lot. Okay, yeah, we got our marble maker over here. It's not going to take much. It only takes 5 to get up a bathhouse. A lot of concrete, though. So we just have to let this go. But look at that. This place is coming along really well. Okay, now that we have the marble coming in, though, we're getting real close to the bath. Now, the bath, we're actually going to have to put long ways in the design. But you can see it hits almost everything, especially if you dead center it around these parts once we upgrade all the roads. So that does create a bit of a conflict right here. I think we're going to forgo all of... Yeah, I think we're going to forgo some of the defensive aspects. Nice, he's offering us trade. Okay. Oh, if I want to do this right, and this is why I was saying we're going to destroy the roads and just place it however we feel like. So we're going to place it right here, and I'm going to have a road right underneath. All right, we're doing great. We do have a bandito out here kind of pissing me off, so I'm going to go hunt him down. And we don't need too much for this, but we do need a bit. So that is the bath. The next is the forum. Now, the forum can fit realistically anywhere. And yeah, this is great with the, we have the bread, adding +2, but unfortunately we're going to have to bring it up here. And we can make a bread maker up here real quick to make sure that we're getting the benefits. So we're going to want a bread maker in the design here. Place them right here. Beautiful. And we're still missing lavender. Yeah, that is a really long way for this thing to go. Create it. We're not going to be getting lavender too quickly. I think I'm going to get rid of this road. Or, sorry, house. Put a road there. It's a little bit faster. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Moving that out of the way. Art. The forum now has a good spot here. Let's destroy a few roads. Going to move this down. Touch. And the forum is going to go right here. And that's going to hit almost everybody. Then we're going to do, once again, bring this guy up here. We're going to put the road right underneath that. There we go. We'll increase the range. And when we upgrade, pretty much everyone's going to get hit by the theater. That does mean we want to keep our good guys right here. We don't really want to upgrade over here. A lot of this range is going to increase when we upgrade the roads, though, by a substantial margin. So the bass is definitely next. And yeah, this guy up here, he's doing a fantastic job. And down here, we have a little bit of extra wiggle room. But we'll have to play this by ear. Maybe it won't work as well as I thought it would. The theater, too, I can have theater up top and a theater down. I could put something else here instead. That actually might be the way to play this, because when you look at it, right, the theater, we can use concrete for this guy. There we go. The theater works really well down here. And why can't we just have another theater up here, right? Yeah, this is the way to do it, because it does give us quite a bit. Gives us happiness, all that jazz. So we're gonna place him right there. The concrete. There we go. It will all remedy itself. You saw how quickly we almost just crashed. That was amazing. Nice. He offered me a treaty, but I missed it. We're at war with the banditos. We're on good terms with everybody. The game definitely rewards a more relaxed playstyle. It's not as aggressive, so to speak. All right, so for the baths, we just need a ton of concrete. We already have all the marble. 40 grand for the forum. Kind of the same scenario. Bunch of concrete. We have everything else we need. But we did get ourselves multiple theaters. Some of these houses over here, we're gonna move the theater, I think. Actually, if you want to get technical, this is a good spot for the theater right here. We could always use, you know, just play it by ear. Do what you gotta do, right? That gets more of the big houses there. That's great. And for these gents, we've unlocked the whole tier, so we no longer need to worry about those guys. We're gonna need writing tablets. We're gonna need some of these specialized boards, and we can get these over here. So Satarac camp, and we can do the honey in our main area. So where do I want to set this? Oh, I mean, technically, I could just put these anywhere, and we don't need too much of it. It is a lot of room, though, 120. And if you think about it, what we should do, actually, try to use the whole space. Let's go over all the way. Yeah, because look at this back here. Go. This might actually be a good trade item, too. You never know. Some of this stuff is pretty awesome. And so we're going to bring the road up this area. Pause real quick, because we are getting attacked. Bring out the forest out. Fill in this whole area back here. We still have a little bit left. So I say, what else do we want to do here? We have lavender. It's really just these. It's really just this. So, yeah, let's bump it here. The reason I'm bumping it there is because I can take a road like this. I can fill in this area, and then I can also bring it down to here. There you go. Now I have a big old area out there. Doing pretty well. I also forgot that we have our shrines. So we want to get these shrines up as well. And these can also fit in the 3x3 little middle areas, or you can place them otherwise. But +1, this is important. Okay, +1 population, +1 health. It's the +1 population that's important. Very, very important. And if we play this right, we can actually boot this out and get a latrine in here as well. That's awesome. That's why I like this setup. There's just a lot of customization you can do with it. Okay, we've cornered him with our military, so we're gonna kill him. Looks like our buddy's helping us out too. Boom. Yeah, we got him. Nice. 36 weapons. We're going to need to start producing weapons. I'm going to bring those weapons back to our base. Okay, so over here, we're starting to get a lot of the stuff. Mineral deposits are going to become very, very necessary here shortly. I'm not even going to bother with the glass blower for that. We're just going to stick to the tabulous. So we're going to need honey in our main area back here. Now, honey's a little tricky because you need a kind of like blank area. And we got a few of those. Actually, we got 2 good areas right back here. We're gonna need that for wine as well. You know what? We should really just be producing that over here too. We should be trying to use as little of our workforce on our main island for things that we can produce otherwise right here. There's tons of flat areas. So flat area here, flat area here, flat area there. And then we'll use angled roads. No, guess not. And we'll get a where? Right there. Okay, so there's that. And then we will import all of that and build the tabs right here. And the tabs are going to give us +2 income and +3 knowledge. And we can place one right here, which is pretty awesome. I'm not sure if that's where I want to place it, but that is where we are going to. The one there, and I say one right. Ooh, okay, these ones are a little bigger. We do have some spots on the insides of these areas. We're going to place it down here. Okay, and that's going to be great. So what we need to do is come over to our trade route. Find the trade route we have with this main island. Okay, so this is the one with hats going. Oh no, the one with hats is for trade. Okay, uncut marble. All right, so the one for marble. Now this guy can carry a lot more. And there's actually some good stuff here that he could take. But we're just gonna focus on the big ones. The honeycomb, gotta have our cereal, I guess, and the wood. Unload all of them. I'm also gonna say hat. We're gonna establish our route. Now this route here, we're gonna cancel this because I went about canceling that the wrong way. we are going to delete the route. Let's go to our ship. I'm gonna bring him back. I want to start taking all the hats we're producing to the main island. I know we're producing a lot of hats over there, but we need hats here. My people need hats. Yeah, you can see garum is the next thing we need to produce. Hats are in low supply, tunics are in low supply, and I don't think that that ship had enough room for anything else, so we'll just do hats here. Potentially what we should be doing is here, doing tunics, but we're going to need the snail population. So the togas, yeah, and flax. Flax we can do on our territory, but these dye works we're going to need over here. And these are actually pretty good. And we're going to need some concrete. Okay, so I need to get a ship over here, get some concrete. And don't be afraid to set passive trades, especially on things like wood that are just kind of sitting there. We'll sell wood, we'll sell, you know, sheep, sell anything that's not bolted down, gruel. Eventually I'll probably start trading some of the base materials like forage and stuff like that too, over vast distances. Come back. Yeah, let's just take the A team actually. All right, so we'll get those guys going. And what do I need for this right now? I need dye works. So the dye works, you can see, make people very unhappy. We're going to create 2 of them right here. This is also going to require us to get a little bit of clay and concrete. Other than that though, we're doing great. And bringing concrete so that you can have aqueducts is actually really, really important to the growth of even your secondary islands. You cannot discount how important these bigger buildings are too. So first we're going to get up our main island, but then we're going to actually concentrate. So the seconds, wow, plus 200 knowledge, plus 300 knowledge, plus 500 knowledge. If I pay 20 grand, okay, yeah, 20 grand, 20 grand it is. I will take that plus 500 knowledge. That is nuts. Look at that, plus 500. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So leather, it says, is at full output storage. Now remember what I told you earlier, that sandals are amazing. Population and income increase. So we should have a sandal maker here, and we should have a sandal maker down here, and we should have a sandal maker down here. We should have a sandal maker, all communities. Now the thing is too, yeah, spinner and hat maker. We're almost better off importing the raw mats so that I can keep the bonuses, right? So if I'm going to import anything, it's going to be raw mats. I need to get another ship up, what I need to do. And we need to get more warehouses down here. Ooh, okay, warehouse. I think a warehouse would fit right in the design back in the corner here. There we go. Yeah, everybody has access to this guy now. Just needs to get his goods. And this is going to be a very active one, so definitely want to upgrade it. Beautiful. Negative 520 fire. But boom. Fire be gone. That just hit every house for these guys down here, but that will change when I upgrade the roads. So now we're beautiful, beautiful people. And we're going to get this up too. The money becomes pretty important, but you can see we're pulling in a good amount. Yeah, we got the marble. And our next goal is tier 4. So we're going to get togas. We're going to get garum. We're going to get... Ooh, well, what's going on there? We need more of these gents. I just hate the fire safety. It's like, yeah, the money's nice, but for the potters, I actually really don't like them. I want the pottery, so I'm going to place it over here, but I really don't want to put it in an area that's going to cause fire hazard. I have one going on in there, and, you know, that's cool. And the olive. Yeah, let's put the olive guy right here. Very good. Get them olives going. And let's definitely get this up right here. Nice. Water conservation. Just in time, right? There we go. So now we got water going on here. Here we're at 45 of 100s. We're going to have, you know, enough to get this guy going on down here. The bath took 25, so water conservation really, really important. Missing goods. Now we'll get the goods soon. All right, that's another thing that's going to alleviate a lot of that pain for us. And you can see our population is increasing, actually. Okay, so over here, we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need clay, tiles. We have a lot of resin here. That's amazing. We have a lot of limestone, too. And we're going to need 24 concrete. That's good. All right, here's our silly hat store. We're going to throw the hats in. All right, and then we're going to come back here and bring those goods over. Yeah, so I'm thinking over here, if we can get a surplus population, which I think is relatively easy to do, we can just start mass producing some of the base materials. Let's do that. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Okay, just very basic stuff going on over here. Market gets most of these guys. That's good. Get the populations up, right? Got ourselves a double road for nothing, but we got a good thing going on over here. The honey. Okay, so now that we have the populations up, we can take a peek. So we want to produce a lot of sheep, and we want to, I mean, we're going to continue to produce the hats here. That's good. Yeah. But the hemp, I want to start producing a lot of hemp, and I think a lot of lavender. So the hemp farm, well, the hemp farm can really go in a lot of good places. We got ourselves, I think right here is a fantastic place. Yeah, let's just do it like this. I always like to put roads in case I want to go up at a certain point, right? So that's great. And then I think lavender farming here would be fantastic, especially because it gives us +1 happiness. Who could say no to that? A little bit of fire, right? I'm gonna fill in. I guess I didn't need that road. I'm gonna fill in this back area. This is looking good. I mean, we could focus. Honestly, we could focus on getting things like sandals and stuff like that up here too. Sandals would not cost us much to do. Even in just a fraction of sandals would be advantageous. So we got the salt there. We just need some piggies. And the piggies, you know, they do have this issue where, you know, nobody likes pigs. Okay, we found a spot where we can put them. Now we can get the tannery in here. It's fun building out the other areas too. I like it. And fire safety right here. Very good. Okay, so that gives us everything we need. Got our tannery to get 1 sandal maker. And where do we want to put this sandal maker? I think I'd like to place it in this area down here where everybody is. There we go. That gives us +1 income. Really, really cool. The attributes is population and income, but the area effect, sorry, just the area effect is income, but it's really good. Soap maker is happiness, -1 health +1. But the attribute from just having access to it is population and health increase. So you could actually argue too, soap making is kind of a bummer. It's like, you know, you -1 happiness. So what's their happiness right now? It's pretty high. So it's like, do you need health? It's like, no, our health is really high. All I really want is the soap itself. So I'm going to get a little bit of soap production over here. And by a little, I mean a lot. I'm going to get 2 of them. Okay, so we have a couple things. We're doing lavender and we're doing hemp over here. So it's really cool. Get base resources. Also, I'm just going to do it. We're going to send fish. We might as well just like get the most out of this, right? So we got 3 resources now that we can bring from here. So we're going to start a trade route, new route. And this is a smart way to reduce your workforces on your main island. And yep, we'll take this gent. Okay, so we're going to do hemp, do lavender, and we're going to do sardines. We're going to bring all that over. Beautiful. So that's a lot of good resources from just this one island, which is another reason why it's kind of smart to build this island out a little bit better. But we'll get there when we get there. For the time being, we need to get this going. Okay, get them snails. Okay, so these... So, oh, okay, so these actually... these require the togas. Okay, well, we'll build the toga guys there. And we're going to need to build this out. Or get a population. Both are good. Now, you could say... Should just build Governor's Villa here. Ooh, so close to the coastline. Let's build it over here. All right, get the Governor's Villa up. Maybe go get some specialists, right? We could use this to get +1 population. Never a bad idea. Let's get one of them up. A little expensive, but whatever. Well's doing okay. We'll get 1 well up. The latrine. Yeah, when everybody's good, we got the latrine. I'm trying to think. We're gonna get snails. I guess I could just literally amend the design for the snails. For the trade route, I should say. Yeah, we're just gonna load snails on this too. I don't need any new ships for that. Okay, here we go. All right, we're in good shape. Gonna offload the weapons here. We're gonna start producing weapons in a second. We got ourselves an enemy vessel right here. Oh, that's his flagship. We might lose our guys on that, but that's okay. And the forum is up next. So the forum, +2 pop, +2 wealth, massive prestige. This is huge. We're not gonna take the ransom. He can festival. Always buy the festivals. Always attack his ships. Okay, we're doing great. This is pretty amazing, actually. And I want to get this guy up down here. I need to know what my total draw is. And I think, there we go. I think this is pretty good. Okay, yeah, 20 out of 100. We're like right there. So everybody has access to water, and we're missing sheep. Well, I am importing hats, but I will just get 1 more sheep guy up. I should just import sheep, have the hats made here, but that's okay. Missing good clay, missing good lavender. All right, we're importing lavender, and we have 2 things for clay. I know we have 1 thing for clay there, 1 thing for clay all the way over here. Oh, what's going on here? This is odd. Full output storage. So weird. All right, well, we'll figure it out. Oh, good God. Oh, good God. That's the danger is you chase. Yeah, those ships are all toast. They might get out. They might get out. You need a pretty sizable navy to come in here and destroy the pirates. Holy cow, that was close. Oh God, they're doing like a flyby of the whole freaking island. Okay, well hopefully they make it. I kind of feel like I won that engagement, right? Okay, tier 4 is pretty darn close, so let's just take a peek. Togas. We're gonna need our flax farms. We're also gonna need dye works. So the dye works, I'll get 2 of them. Oh, I need to get this guy up too. And the flax farm, we can probably get away with 1 flax farm and an aqueduct. Kind of want to leave some of this area open. Okay. And the next step. Oh, we're running through the clay tiles because of this. Okay, makes sense. This is great. I'm gonna upgrade as many roads as I can. Try to upgrade a few at a time. The major roads to upgrade, honestly, are these to extend the bathhouse range. Yeah, if I can get there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that extended it quite a bit. That's amazing. Look at that. Oh wow, yeah. Look at that, all the way down there. That's amazing. Once we get more concrete, it's gonna be the whole thing. That's so cool. Okay, so we already got 2 of these dudes over here. Let's see what the needs are now. So garum is definitely next. A little bit of soap and togas. Okay. So we need a weaver. I'm gonna put a weaver here. We have the flax right there. And the toga is gonna give us an attribute of +2, +3, +2 pop, +3 prestige. Area effect of +2 income though. We definitely want to get the togas in here. And then the toga is a larger building. So you're gonna have to put it somewhere in your 4s. So like right here. Yep. But what I would suggest is in this situation, destroying something. Yeah, we're gonna place our guy right there. That's looking good. Ooh, I like the shrine here too. But we'll hold off on that for a second. We can put a latrine here. Okay, maybe we can put something else there. We'll decorate everything when we're done. Oh, we're at plus 2,000 per. Wow. Okay. We're getting hit by a bandito. I'm gonna hit him with my main force. Bandito's a jerk. Yeah, it's saying full output storage. Okay, so that's the issue. It wasn't that I needed sheep. I'm a jerk. Alright, get rid of the sheep. Just because we had full heads. Okay, theater there, theater there, theater everywhere. We're gonna put some bigger buildings over here. I think things are going decently for us. I would like to get the aqueduct down in here as soon as possible. Yeah, it's actually the clay tiles holding us back right now, which is funny. You don't use clay tiles all that much, only when you're doing certain things, so... There we go. And look at that. There's still a lot of water. Oh, but we're not getting the bonus, so we need to make sure we get that technology. I thought I already had it. I thought I had it. Okay, there's a lot of good stuff. Yeah, duct irrigation. So let's cancel all these guys out and focus on that.
Look,
Yes, sir. Okay.
allow water to
Yep.
keep flowing.
Then we'll go Tyrene
It's
second.
practical.
Alright, yeah, definitely want mackerel. There's a lot of good stuff here. Warehouse upgrades further. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go straight down this tech. We're doing it. Alright, we're getting close. Now, basic needs is gonna be garum or wine. So now that's it. Now all we need is garum. And that's just a little bit of salt, which we have. And a bunch of mackerels. And we can get the mackerels right here. Now, garum is a fish paste, basically, that they use like kind of like a sauce, like a soy sauce-ish. Kind of, not entirely soy sauce, but kind of like that. And it makes people really unhappy, but it gives +2 income. You can see the attributes are +2 income, +1 happiness, but the area effect is just +1 income, -2 happiness. So happiness is actually pretty difficult for us. So I'm not really keen, actually, on this guy. I'm gonna put him down here in the corner. I want to produce this stuff in large quantities, but I don't. I mean, like I'll take a little bit of the effect of it, but I don't want a massive negative right now. I guess when I get some more happiness, I can revisit that. I never do anything with the Emperor. I don't like him. I think the Emperor's a jerk. All right, let's go get some people for the governor villas. Go see if we can get some guys who can increase our pops. And we definitely are in need of people, I think, down here. I guess we're doing okay. Let's go back to our secondary island. Over here, though, we need buildings that are going to increase the pop. So the theater is kind of cool. It's actually pretty cheap. Now, the forum is huge. 35. It's not that bad. The forum is not that bad of a cost. It's 35 grand. Okay. So I say we build a farm over here. Income, population. All we need to do is bring over. It looks like we have some of it. Concrete. We already have clay tile here. Okay. So let's take a peek. What do they have? What do they have? Potters. Residences get fire safety plus 0.6. Okay, we're buying that one. Belief area effect. Lavender. Anything within the lavender grow range gets a belief area +1. A cool one. I'm just gonna take this for now. We're gonna go back. I think getting a farm up over there would be pretty good. Ooh, they just got really unhappy. Oh, the city status. Yeah. City status is hurting. Okay, let's think about this in a different way. What makes people happy? That's right. Brute force police. Okay. Let's put this guy here. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah, we need another copper. We could put him right here. Yeah, let's get some coppers involved here. There we go. All our problems are melting away. More coppers. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is steal all the clay. I know I need to still build up that one aqueduct, but the hell with it. We have more sandals than anyone in the world. Let's start selling these. Anything over 200, we'll sell. The same actually with the resin, and the same actually with yeah, this limestone. Okay, we're just gonna straight up start selling anything that we have over like 100 and something of. This is a lot of money. Okay, so what I want is concrete and some marble. And we're gonna come over here and build stuff up. Oh no. Yeah, they're starting to clump up. We're gonna have to go off and murk them. We got 80 thou. I still need like what, a $250,000 to buy that one big island. But they're starting to chase, and this is when it gets dangerous. Now there is a tech that allows me. Nice. My buddies are helping out now. Oh, this is their. Okay, never mind. That was their island. My bad. All right, we're doing good on hats. So I guess we're just gonna start selling hats above 121. 119 is our minimum stock. Clay tiles. And you can actually set all goods. You go to all goods, all islands will sell the same quantities. I don't want to do that right now. I do know that exists though. Oh, porridge, man. We can start trading porridge. Oh, a defensive pact. I'm not gonna take it. Now I don't have to worry about him attacking me, and I can build up my beautiful city. I can always break the pact. Don't worry. Once I get super swole, I can just break it. All right, form up. Now look at that. So that is amazing. That's going to increase our population. It's going to increase happiness. And you know, I could get the aqueduct up. This would be the next thing to do. But look how far away those things are. We don't have anything that's close except for over there. A bathhouse would be amazing. Oh, the forum requires an aqueduct? I didn't know that. Okay, the more you know. Okay, so what we actually need to do is change this up. Okay, we're gonna have industry down here at some point, but we have to get up the aqueduct. Oh, we almost had enough, and we need to move this over here. Means we can get the bathhouse up though too. There we go. So we just need a little bit. We're gonna go back and get that. But yeah, getting these things up is amazing. This is gonna make this place so powerful. A little bit of a fire action going on over here. Yeah, we can get the governor's villa up over here too. Oh no, I'll get it up right here. Oh, we do have a guy. Plus 0.5, plus 2 health. Alright. Yeah, if you get certain prestige, you get little point system there. That's cool. Okay. So we're right there. We're right there at Garum. Once this hits max on the Garum, it's GG. Looks like we need one more. Yeah, once we hit that, we're at tier 4. Upgrade some of these guys. Man, we're trying. Okay, we're gonna come back down here. We got hats at the wazoo. We could start selling hats. We're going through the Garum fast, but I think it's gonna catch up here soon. I think right now they're just kind of like eating it because they're hungry. They're like hungry hippos. All right, that's the fire one. The fire one I'm going to put on the main island. Okay, we got a lot of resources we should start selling. All right. Yeah, let's take all the concrete. Actually, hold up. Got some concrete. We just needed the technology. Oh yeah, we just need the technology for that guy. That's right. Okay, that's enough. Okay, and we have 80 grand. We're gonna buy ourselves another warship and add it. Okay, so there's a good warship. Yeah, we need to increase our capacity for destruction. We're doing a fantastic job. Okay, and we got the fire prevention person here. So let's add them. Ooh, happiness +2 for all residents. That's a good one. And then the fire prevention and happiness. Those are two good ones right there. And of course, as we upgrade, ooh, it actually does look like it's. It actually does look like it's not radius on this. It's foot trap. What the? Is it? It is. Ooh. Wait, is it the same on these guys too? Is it able to pass outside the radius? It doesn't look like it because you see these guys aren't getting the plus. It's kind of interesting. Like some buildings are radius only, some buildings are radius plus, and some. So it looks like this Governor's Villa is radius plus. Okay, there we go. We got the concrete. There we are. We got water. This is cool. Oh, nice. And we did get the technology, so look at that. We're also getting increased production on the hemp. And we have a farm up. Now the question is, can I get a bathhouse up? I can. I can and I will. Okay, this guy's gonna have to come over here. And we're gonna get up the bathhouse here. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, now everybody's happy. Up him. Look at that. So we got a bathhouse and we got the forum. Massive population increase. No real costs. This is beautiful. Let's get to the next tier. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. I think I lost. Oh, yeah, the dude just came in and shot my ship. They're getting bold. Yeah. Oh no, I see that. I think this is his flag. No. Hey, you can see my buddy here. He's helping out. We're all helping out. Now now that I have a defensive pack, it's pretty sweet. Oh yeah, we're bringing in the bacon now. Okay, we need to start looking at war. So we got the Trireme now. Let's start looking at some of the better stuff. I like tower placement and water. And we can just see, because I had this tech point already, I can continue from this point. That's one of the prestige bonuses I talked about at the beginning of the video there. Ship repair speed is locked. Plated holes, that's a cool one. Tracking, all very cool. Yeah, I reduced everything over there. I mean, we're doing a fantastic job. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Feeling very confident about ourselves. We're going to probably have to go to Albion if we want to start unlocking some of the better stuff. I think we need another ship. Another warship. So let's take a peek. Here we go. Okay, we're doing a good job. Once we hit tier 4, I'm going to get the other area up. And they did get garum. It looks like I'm going to have to get wine here too. I didn't think I was going to have to. Okay. I messed up there. Okay, so grape fertility. We don't have any islands with grape fertility. All the islands with grape fertility, very small. Oh boy. Okay. Well, this is going to be a little weird. We're going to need, in my opinion, an enormous amount of wood and some clay. Alright, here's our new ship. Bring some wood. This is the new army. We're going to go take this small island for grapes. Now, I could just buy the grapes, but I don't like doing that. Oh my god. And now we can make super ship. Holy. Look at that. If I can unlock more. Okay. We can give it rowers. Oh, so they always have ship oars. That's kind of cool, though, because you get this juggernaut ship, right? Oh, no, you can take away the oars. Okay. Oh my god. I actually kind of do like having two. This thing's slow as heck. I think that they're almost encouraging you to put rows on it, right? Can't afford it, though. I need weapons. Now, weapons are actually something I should have started producing a bit ago, and I just got sidetracked. So, in order to build weapons, we're going to need one of our mining areas. This is fine over here. And I'm pretty sure we have plenty of coal. Yep, there you go. That was easy. There we are. I can always move this later or import from another island, which I probably will end up doing at some point. All right, 60 grand, not bad. This is going to be simple. We do need some capacity to produce wood. Otherwise, this will be a nightmare. Same situation. You don't need a warehouse for these guys. Only for the woodmaker. Diagonal construction. So I can do diagonal road. Get up warehouse. Get up just basic dudes. This isn't going to be anything special. This is going to be as cheap, easy as it gets. There you go. Now, you do want to get some basics just so they don't go crazy, right? You want to get like fish at a minimum. Okay. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get some just insane amounts of wine. Now, there are some things on this island potentially we would want at a future date, but okay, so what do I need for this? I need cement. Okay, we're gonna go back here and get some cement. We have plenty of honey coming in, so I'm not gonna do any more honey. Okay, get some grapes going. Yeah, we're just gonna get like the very basics. The little porridge going. This place is turning out to be really cool. Nice. We're at full output storage, and I'm pretty sure we're importing. This guy. Why are we not? Are we really full over here too on fish? Amazing. We're not gonna be here pretty soon, but that's cool. Okay, so let's take clay tile on this guy. Nice. We're doing really well. And we'll take some. There we go. Okay, and we'll get the grapes coming in. Ooh, trade treaty. All right. I'm gonna pause the game real quick. So what I would like to do is, and this is what I was talking about, area effect is income, prestige. You watch one of my other videos, I show how you can fit this straight in to these areas. So the tabulus I'm gonna place here for now, but the vintner hit fits literally right there in the design. We're gonna get 2 of those up. I am going to pay for grapes. I'm gonna import grapes. I'm also, you know, what's kind of cool is we can say buy when under 53 minimum. Okay, we're gonna do a buy and it's 63 like that. Okay, now we're importing honey. We have plenty of it, but that doesn't mean having a local source would be a bad idea like that. Just a little bit, right, to make sure it's always there. So that's gonna get us to tier 4. I don't want to sit here and wait, right? Wait on a couple of things. It's silly. But we're going to have it soon. But this is going to require me to get a whole new ship. Okay, and we should actually upgrade this so that we can store more. As you can see, we're getting full, so I upgrade it. Now I can put more in there. Go. Okay, we're ready to go. Okay. So now we're going to import the wine. I think we're also going to get up another grape. Okay, yeah, 1 more grape for the win. And we might as well go the distance here because these things really do stack quite a bit. I mean, they're really valuable to have. And all it is just 1 sheep pen, right? And 1 hemp farm. Go. Beautiful shape. And then we can get these guys to be just a little bit more profitable. I'll put you... Alright, we already have the buildings. Okay. Yep. Just gonna get a couple more of you guys up. And at least at a minimum, fire prevention, right, on the island. And then we're gonna send our team out to hunt pirates. Okay, we've done it. So tier 4 is right here. Okay, let's do 1 block. This will be the rich kids block, right next to the theater. Okay, that is gonna give us the ability to start working on the amphitheater. And I'm just thinking we do it right here. This one little road. Right, this is a huge undertaking though. Yeah, just move this guy over here. Amphitheater right here is perfect. Now the big thing is the temple and mosaic and all that stuff. So the temple can fit, well, the temple can fit right in here along with some other items. And the library can fit pretty much anywhere. And look at the radius on that, that's amazing. That's why we have this large area here, just so you can just fit everything. It gives you a lot of wiggle room. This is pretty cool. Now the big ticket items, like I said, always going to be these roads, especially these middle roads. We just need more concrete. I think we need more tier 3 homes. Let's get those up. Yeah, you can see that we have just a lot of the, yeah, tier 3 homes next for sure. Okay, we're bringing in what I would call an insane amount of money now. Let's buy this ship here and set up a trade route for those grapes.
Ship is yours now.
Yes, it is my ship now. Beautiful ship. Okay, to the main island. So this is great. You know, we got it going on now. We got a viable economy. Grape it. That's all we need right there. I think 50 grapes at a time is ample. Okay, and we got ourselves a mighty little fleet. Let's go bandito hunting. Here's a big ship. This is a big flagship here. We got 3 combat ships, so I think we can take it. These little buggers, they got bite. You know what I mean? They're decked out. They're ready. They're like chihuahuas on methamphetamines. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. All right, we got one guy who broke off from the pack. Yeah, got him. Oh, we got him. Right where we wanted him. I like to kill as many of these guys as possible because they make your life kind of hell. If you let them build up, they'll start traveling in larger packs. What's cool though is everyone does kind of team up against them. I don't think the pirates are as big of a deal as they used to be. Okay, so for the mosaic, which is the next thing, we need mineral quarries. So the mineral quarries are over here, right? And we need to make sure we haven't used every mountain slot in the world. We got a spot over here. Okay, this is beautiful, beautiful thing. Get a warehouse up, and there we go. Everything's connected now. So for this, we need clay. We need a mineral crusher. I say we just make it all here on this island. And I say we go big or go home, right? And then we need clay, which we have right here. Beautiful. And we definitely want to upgrade this warehouse. And then mosaic. Now I know it gives +2 prestige. I don't care too much about prestige personally. I should. I just don't. We do have a bit of concrete, so... Alright. Oh, crap. I guess I can't do it. I didn't realize the patricians were the only ones who can do that building. Okay. So, once again, I got ahead of myself. Okay, so we got 2 mineral crushers. We have some clay here. So, let me think. I need to send basically the mineral crushers. So this is this island. We didn't lose anybody, did we? Oh, we did. Oh no, they didn't have any. They had too much fish. Okay, let's forget the fish. Right. Let's just start sending the crushed minerals in the place of fish. Beautiful. Okay. The circle of life. So, fire safety -2. What's my fire safety? Okay, let's get a little bit unsafe. Just for that prestige bonus. And let's get 2 of these up. And then let's come over here and see what I can do about increasing fire safety. We could put a fire department right here. Let me see, do you guys have a well? No, you don't. Alright, well right there. We're beautiful. We're beautiful. Alright, so this is a +1 health. Yeah, let's get a latrine up here. Oh yeah, they need latrines bad. Oh nice. This is perfect for the latrines. Now people can relieve themselves. Beautiful thing. Okay. Oh, we didn't place these right. Yeah, we should have a well here. And a watchtower. Well, and a watchtower. Okay, so now that we're tier 4, I want to unlock everything before I start building, okay? I want to literally unlock everything. You don't want to expand too quickly, right? Okay, so what's going on here? Togas and soap. I feel like soap should not be an issue. And it looks like potentially we just need a little bit more soap production. Alright. Get a soap production going on here. Now togas, we for sure +2 wealth. Yeah, let's get another toga maker up. I feel the need. Okay. Get some more tier 3 housing. This is beautiful. We're getting so many houses up. Okay, we just got this guy up too. Shrine. So look at this. This is starting to form. And we're going to fill this all in. Once everything's good, we're going to rearrange it. I'm going to put down decorations, right? It's going to be beautiful. What I need to do now is just get this area here happy. So it's just soap and togas. Let's come over here and let's see what the problem is with the soap. So the soap is having issues. And it could be the fat renderer, not the piggies. Definitely. Oh wow, the current potential for lavender is very high. I know we're importing some, but let's try this. So there's a lot of space back here. 142. Not quite. Not quite. But you know what? 142 is better than nothing, right? I'm gonna have that button up all the time. It says I could be doing a better job. I like it though. I think it's good. So we're missing clay. All right. I think we're gonna need to get another clay vein up. Go. I also think we're probably gonna need to get another renderer up because I think I have like one renderer. Yeah. There we go. Let's see if I got fire control over here. I don't. Oh, I do. It's up there. Okay. Yeah, fire prevention's all around. Cool. Well, we got ourselves a festival. Ooh, here we go. Plus 200 happiness, plus $200. Okay. Let's go for happiness and knowledge. Cost of belief. Okay. So if I can get that soap up and get the togas going. Okay. I'm thinking flax is the issue here too. Like literally just one field of flax. Let's get some flax going. It's getting the benefit of this. 74 out of 100. Okay, how much water do I have left? 20 out of 100, and that's feeding everything. Alright. Yeah, we need to hit max tier 4. Okay, soap production's back on the menu. Toga's back on the menu. Oh, we're there. We're a touch. We're a touch away. Okay, we're not hitting it enough. Oh, I'm going to accept and pay for a ceasefire with the banditos. That's beautiful. You guys can do whatever you want. You want to settle an island? You settle that island. Okay, we're missing cloth. All right, we're making progress. Okay, that was it. We expanded that industry. Let's get a little bit more cloth production going. Get 2 of those up. I'm feeling good. Okay. Got max tier there. And if you want to get the most out of these gents, you want to get into this stuff, which will just give you insane bonuses. Yeah. Oyster with caviar, plus 3 pop, plus 3 income, plus 2 health. Oh boy. We're going to get into that stuff soon too. Oysters, you need the little fishies here. These guys, you have to go to the other world for that. But sturgeon, I think we have. So we can start importing sturgeon. We're going to start importing this. We need oysters as well. We have oysters here. So we just have to import caviar. Basically. Or fish. Yeah. Import the caviar. Where do we have the fishies, though? Oh, we don't have a fishy? We don't have any sturgeon? Huh. Ooh, they got them down here on this little guy. This little guy's got iron. We could do weapon production down here and some additional things. Oh no. No hats. Okay, it just couldn't be unloaded because we already had enough. But that's all right. I'm just gonna keep it going. Why are they saying? Oh, because the ship is dead. Okay, they got a ship. Well, that explains why I didn't have any togas. Didn't realize that. Well, I will. I'm gonna have so much fun with it. I don't like the way she said that. Okay, let's get this guy going. It is my ship. I will do with it as I please. There's 2 big islands we can take. Yeah, they're starting to take more and more islands. Okay, amphitheater foundation is going. Oh, critical workforce. Crap. I need to get this up now, today. Okay. Here we go. That should do it. That should unlock everything. Yeah, we're 1,250 points away. And the pop will go up once I start introducing those other things. Okay, that means I can do this. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna get this up here in a second. I get the wood. Oof. Did you see that? You see that? They are pissed. I gotta get this thing up ASAP. Construction phase 2. So if I start construction, I'm gonna need 300 of this, 150 of that, 150 rope. That's easy. That's easy peasy. That's phase 1, or sorry, phase 2 though. All right, there we go. Whew. Now let's take a gander at what we need to do down here to keep these people from going crazy. We don't. Yeah, we're gonna be able to. We're actually gonna be able to fit a lot of this stuff over here. But let's just, let's just go with the punches. Get some coppers up. Let's get medical for sure up, and it's mainly a wood thing. Yeah, we're doing great. Let's go to our secondary island and check in. I think it's doing fantastic. I mean, I'm a little pissy because we were importing lavender. I did not need to make that much. All right, we're getting a lot of good houses. I think they're having a party. Okay, yeah, they're having a party. Oh, wow. Okay, 1,750 for loots and chariots. And so there's all this stuff. There's all this stuff. And this is going to be slightly a problem. Because we're going through all our concrete and everything. Maybe time to start thinking about going to Albion. And, claiming our island. So, okay. Yeah, so they gave me this. I have a ship. I bought another ship. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll swear to you, man. We could be best pals. Give me an island. Okay, not that island. That island sucks. Yeah, we just need to get an island claim before everyone else gets here. A big one, maybe? Oh, that's a big one. I feel like this is a baby one though. Let's see how much it is. Dude, I swear to God. I swear to God I knew that was gonna happen. I come in and he just... Oh my god. That's like such horse shit, dude. I was staring right at it. Like when you're like gonna park your car and someone just pulls into the parking spot, you know what I mean? Right in front of you. They can see that you're going into it. They just don't care. Okay. This isn't actually a bad one. When you look at it, let's pause real quick. Like, right? He's got this weird kind of thing. He's got a large manufacturing area, but this is snazzy. We got herbs, we got dye, we got small birds we wanted, we got silver deposits. Did he have small birds? No. He didn't have small birds. We can do we can import small birds. Well, I better make my mind up because the guys, yeah. Alright. We're gonna take this place. Okay. Here we are. We have made it. So let's get our wood, our sawmills like this. Oh, this is ugly. And we'll get our wood cutters over here. Diagonal road. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna have to be smart, right? We're gonna have to be very smart about how we do things here. We're gonna just focus on small colony. And the small colony is gonna be very simple. Got our first people. So we're gonna get the cockle picker. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that. And then, yeah, eel grabber. Those go over here. That's going to help us out. I want the market stall. Okay, we're going to go like this. The whole way down. Here we are. Alright, people are slowly moving in. We got 2 really good ships for trade. Got ourselves a fancy little island. Got the cockler. That's pretty cool. Ooh, we get the villa set down here. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get the market right here. We're gonna get the basic earth on this side. Okay, perfect. And we're gonna roll around the road like that. That will get the range up. Can always move this back. This isn't bad actually. We can. Ooh. Whoa. This goes deep down that way. That's kind of cool. All right, market is up. Okay, and the eel grabber. He's going to be grabbing the eels. He just needs a radius around him. Go. Hopefully that's close enough. I guess it is. Guess it. Nope. No, it isn't. I lied. Let's try here. Is this close enough? Almost. Let's try a diagonal road. I I wonder if I can get away without... Yes! I was able to get away without having a warehouse. A little less eel action, but it's okay. Okay. So this is the basic stuff right here. There we go. Okay. I feel pretty good about this population. Oh, no. Maybe later. Maybe later. This is cool, though. We got ourselves a nice little Celtic thing. I'd like to get to the second tier of housing. Okay, so we need shoes. Reed gatherer. And the reed gatherer actually requires an area. Trying to stay outside of the radius here. There we go. And wow, look at this. This is a good one. Yep. Oh. Hemp seems like something you should import here, actually. Now that I'm like looking at this, right? Let's do it like this. Since land here is a little harder to come by. All right, we'll get the hemp going. Got that guy down there. Okay, we're in good shape. This is cool. Take his shoes, take his tunics. Show him forgiveness. I'm not gonna take any negatives. Negatives will kind of screw you up. Wow, man, that is a lot of workers for that place. It's actually kind of crazy how many workers I'm seeing here. That's like a whole crew. Okay, our basic needs are being met. All right, this is going to be team 2. Let's start scouting. Okay, we can get tier 2 now. So this is where you choose your path, and they can do brooches, bird tongues, hand mirrors, cheese, cloaks, chariots. I kind of want to go with the Romeo Celtic. I like the bird tongue idea. We can also now get some clay, and clay is pretty darn good. A sausage, bread. Okay. All right, so we got the mud dryer. I'm gonna place this guy back here. Get some charcoal. We'll get a warehouse back here. Okay. But the big deal is getting clay production going. Okay. So this is good. We got ourselves a small little settlement. And I feel pretty comfortable here. We're gonna go back to the main map. I don't know if I'm gonna even end up doing anything with this, but I just want the option available to me. Primarily, I'm focused on just building out this cool city and showcasing the design. I mean, realistically, you could play this game for the rest of your life. It just never ends. All right, and we're out of fat. We will need another renderer. It also looks like we're starting to get really low on wood. I'm gonna get... I think we're running low on the basic material here. Hoping that that is close enough. Okay, yeah, get some out of there. I mean, we got it going on. Happiness is significant. Significant unhappiness. Okay, so it's my fault. I'm a jerk. I promised these people too much. The theater, I think, is actually going to go better here. We have a couple of other big buildings I want to do, but the theater right here I think is good. Okay, forum, all that stuff's good. So over here, though, we do have the temple and the library, which decreases fire safety by -2. Wow. But isn't it cool? Okay, we need more concrete. Okay. So I think the negative happiness we're getting is from the rich, fortunately. So goldsmith is what we need for the jeweler. That would bring in some serious cash if we were able to do it. I'm trying to think what I can do. I mean, I already have quite a bit. So what we want to do over here is place down things that are going to increase happiness, not the population. You can see we have the spinner. We have hat makers. Bread is going to only give us income boosts. Garum is going to decrease happiness. Yeah, the Grammaticus and that are all situated here. So those are buildings that we can get. Religion will increase happiness. That's a good one. But religion, I think I'll place here. Yeah, we can move some stuff around. Let's slide him over and put the religious building here. And then, yeah, another religious building down here. Will be smart, so we'll have to finagle that around. That's one of the only ways I can see actually to get happiness up. Everything else kind of seems to lower it. So the theater does a good job. Theater's not hitting over here because we got a theater there and a theater here. Move the theater up one. Oh boy. Okay. Let's start fine tuning. So we know that we need the watchtowers. We just don't have the wood for it. Okay, well, let's just place it down and come over here later. So like right off the bat, that's one thing we're missing, right? And that will have a pretty sizable impact on all that stuff. There we go. And we do have the coppers there. We don't have the coppers down here though. That's +3 happiness right there. You really do need a police force in these areas. Okay, we're gonna go across the way. And we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, we got happiness. Okay, happiness is stabilizing now. I just basically want to get this up and some of the other things. Okay, yeah, it's working. My goal is to get up the temple and every other building that I can. Alright, so tabulous here. This. We can, you know what? Let's do it, right? Let's start placing things. You know, the forum does a good job. But we want a temple. And the temple needs to go a long way. But look at the temple. The temple hits everybody. I guess fire safety isn't too big of a deal. Primarily, we need to upgrade roads as well. So we're going to delete this. I'm going to shove this here. We're going to pull roads over. So we got all this siding right here, right? This is good, actually. You can see once I upgrade everything, it's going to hit perfect. Yeah. Okay, so the last building is the library. And the library... Oh, that's a toughie. The library would actually be... Yeah, it kind of competes. This is a good spot for that down there. But now the library is just going to give us +7 knowledge. And that's cool. You could kind of do whatever you want with this, to be honest. The library may be something you don't want to put because the fire rating... Like +7 knowledge, it's cool. I'm gonna put the library over here. So that leaves me all of this, right? That leaves me all of this. So I got this guy, and I got this guy. And now I can make this pretty. I can make this pretty. And I got this whole area down here too. And this looks fine to me the way it is. This, definitely a place where you can put additional buildings. I still have an insane amount of room. I think I have too much room in this design, in fact. Yeah, the warehouse. Warehouse is good. City watch is good here. This guy over here. And then once I upgrade everything, he'll be good. I think library just for half of these guys, and then everything else here. And so we have this big area down here. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is turn this into just a giant... little area. Okay. Yeah, and even underneath all this. Okay. There's still more areas for things, which is fantastic. Okay. Plaza's down. We're gonna decorate it too. Crazily enough, I kind of filled in everything we needed. Like I said, some of these things had so many negatives, I just didn't want to build them. So we got that going on. Writing tablets. Writing tablets is a really cool one. Area effect +1 knowledge, right? So that's a good one. We already got one there, though. I don't really need any more of them, but I could, right? We could put one right here. Won't hurt. And a lot of this stuff, like our birdie dude, +1 health, +1 pop. Some of this stuff we could probably get up, and it would increase happiness. Area effect prestige. Happiness +1. Yeah, so some of the stuff you pretty much need to do just for some happiness modifiers. This guy here, though, this is where we're going to get the happiness from. Missing good sheep. Okay. Full output storage. I don't think we're missing the sheep. I think we have plenty of sheep. Okay. Yeah, the big stuff is going to be everything else. +2 population. But the +2 population is going to put the city to a point where people get unhappy. That's the problem. Let's look at the houses. So we have, as you can see, a lot of goods. And that's only going to increase our income. I think the big kicker right now is just getting up the base resources. So we got the rope, we got the wood, it's this concrete. So concrete is going to be the big bottleneck here. I know the solution to that. More. Might have a cost, that's okay. And I think we need to... Okay, there we go. Feeling better now. Yeah, cool, we got multiple roads. This guy over here, we're doing great. Perfect. The citizens are revolting. Okay. Ooh, we don't have any medical over here. There we go. Oof. That was bad. Same thing, no medical. There we go. Extra fire never hurt anybody. A little bit of policing. Policing seems to be one of the nicer ones. Now there are a lot of buildings over here too, even. And fire prevention appears good. Okay. We need to get up the watchtowers and all that. Go. Here we go. More fire protection. Okay. There we go. That is gonna help. And garum brings happiness from having it. We're producing plenty of it. And you can see that, ooh, porridge. Yeah, yeah, they have everything they need. I think that, so the negative is coming from the highborn, for sure. Health. So we need to focus on loungers. Loungers would bring happiness to my people. Oh, wow, we have everything to do loungers as well. We have it all. I have all this. This is great. We can actually do this. So, alright, cushion. I'm already bringing in the other guy. Area of effect will increase prestige. That's not the point. I'm going to put him over here. And I don't always like all the bonuses, to be honest. I find them to be detrimental. But we can get this up. Yeah. It's great. See if I can get this filled all the way in. There we go. Maybe I can. Yeah, we did it. There we go. Alright, we're missing the tabs. Over there, we're making the tabs. We're gonna do it, I think. They're missing sheep. Okay. Things are coming our way. Got our grand town. Okay. So while those things are going on in the background, we're gonna make things look pretty. So there's some good buildings here. There's Roman gateways. So I'm gonna do this. I have the gateway. I have a wall. That. There. It's just gonna look like that. Nothing special. And we're gonna do a U shape. It's gonna be like a little courtyard, little forum area. And while people are ailing, that's not good. Alright, we got ourselves a nice little fountain now. Couple fountains there. Oh, that's kind of cool. We can do an archway there. And there. Yeah. Walking through the arches. We definitely should upgrade that at some point. I think what we'll do is put fire. There we go. There we go. Two big ass trees. Alright, so that's this courtyard. Oh wow, we got Pool of Tranquility. What is that? 1,000? Let's do two pools right here. There we go. That's kind of cool. Alright. Okay. So that's that area. And for the rest of this, I'm thinking for this, we go all the way up with trees. Okay. Yeah, we're going to fill in these areas with trees. Alright, this is looking good. Once I get some of this stuff up, I'm going to do back-to-back fountains over here. Do some flower beds. Some torches. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Gonna do trees right there. Actually, just gonna do trees for this whole back area. And this whole side area here. There we go. Perfect. And here, just do flower beds. Maybe we're actually gonna go for this in the middle. We'll keep the other on the side. There we go. I like that. There we go. We'll keep the white on the sides. I think looks good. There we are. Beautiful center. Temple. Ba-boom. Look at that. Ooh, religion is spreading. I can feel the production values going up. Pay for the festival. Alright. And library. Library is now up. Look at that. Our knowledge points. Alright, we're on our last tech. Take a peek over here. Nope, we're a lot of tech to go. All right. Oh, missing charcoal, huh? Man, we cleaned. Did you say something about my gallbladder? Okay, that's scary. Okay. You're not coming over, lady. Alright, charcoal production's back. Happiness, fire, through the roof. Yeah, this look at this what this library did. It basically just turned this whole place into a tinderbox. It's so dangerous. Oh boy. But the tech gain on that is huge. Now you can see why I didn't want to do that. So even with the path. Okay. Okay, sir. Please don't burn down my town. It gets a little tricky to manage fire. Even with our dude up here lowering the fire chance. Knowledge area effect +1. Yeah. Okay, ready for finalization. Phase complete. Part of it. Next phase. Oh, we got this. Yeah, we got this. The marble is probably going to be the thing that takes the longest. But we have a lot of peasants in here. Do this. Oh yeah. New class. That might actually help with happiness because they have access to more goods. I'm happier. Nope. Go in the opposite direction. We're going to have a revolt. Ooh, we're running out of the good stuff. Okay. Let's get another dye works. And let's come over to the island that we're producing this stuff on. Crank that up to 2 of these. Here we go. Let's make sure we're exporting that. Our second. Oh, we do not have enough of the other labor forces. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, I want to make sure we have a good spread. Please don't burn down my city. I need my city. Okay. Well, there are things we can do. We need to make sure that we have fire prevention. All points. We need to make sure... I wish that it would mitigate, like, more than just, you know, do what it does, but, like, mitigate large portions of it. We're gonna need to upgrade our roads is what we need to do. So, yeah, the concrete, all that's gonna be easy. A lot of this is just gonna take time. Renew the ceasefire? Yes, sir. I will pay you. So my island settlement costs just increased by 15% because the Emperor is pissed that I'm not giving him stuff. Okay, we have disease. Alright, why do we have disease? Our health is great. I don't know, I'm at a point where I'm just gonna have to fight fire with fire, right? Anywhere I can place a well, I probably should. I know it's gonna cost workforce, but yeah, once I upgrade the roads, I'm gonna get a lot better coverage on some certain things. Okay, yeah, we have a well. Place another one in here. This will probably help with happiness. Honestly, the library is almost not worth it. The tech is awesome, but holy cow. I feel like the library is something you put on a certain island. Not a big place like this. Like you have a dedicated smart people place. All right, so the renderer, we're running out of the rendered. Gotta get them oinkers back out there. All right, get some piggies. I'm gonna get some piggies out over here. I feel like we're gonna be running out of pigs. Pretty much everything is at great risk of fire. But holy cow, man, look at this place. It's really good. And we don't need so many peasants. That's kind of cool. Okay, is there a god that makes people not want to burn everything to the ground? Let's see, we've maxed, like, look at, oh my gosh. Productivity 70% on all these. Well, let's, okay, yeah. Let's get serious over here. Yeah, we got some serious religion going on up here. Neptune, cool. Mars for weapon production. Mercury, statecraft. Depots, trading piers, and harbor warehouses produce additional prestige. These guys just increase production. I need a god of not having my shit burned to the ground. That would be cool. Okay, yeah, there is no god like that. Wow, increases storage limit on all islands by 300 T. That's amazing. Yeah, so if I have I can get multiple okay, +1 offense, defense, has recruitment of basic gladiators, gold unlocks ability to construct gold mines, unloading speeds, income +2, shrine of Mercury, knowledge, prestige. Ooh, fire safety right here. Neptune. Got a Neptune. Buildings near cisterns would be granted additional belief.
I don't like your methods.
Yeah, the god of Neptune, if we got that, that would give us some fire protection, but it's not going to be substantial enough. People are vastly unhappy, too. Vastly. I'm fairly certain we can remedy that with this building here. Rope production. I don't know why it's red, but it's okay. But we managed to get pretty much every building here. Part of me wants to burn this to the ground. Okay, let's play devil's advocate. What if I just move this, right? Negative 304. Alright. That was that cost 20 grand to move. I have 342,000. Oh boy. Alright, let's go take the big island. I'm not gonna do anything with it, but I just want to take it. Alright. Storage is empty. Storage is empty. Okay. I wonder if the storage is empty. I'm not growing enough. Only one way to find out, right? Make more. Yeah, this will definitely help because they like the oil. They like to rub themselves down with it, I think. Okay, we're in good shape. And it looks like also mineral crusher. All right, so over here, I don't think we have enough mineral crushers. Oh, what the freak? I did a bad job. I forgot to put a road here. And this guy's not repaired. My gosh. Bad job. Alright. Another mineral crusher. Get 2 of them. Crush the minerals. Okay. Things are going to go a little bit better for us now. That was just bad on my part. Okay. Over here. 388 thou. That was expensive. But you know what? Looks good. Okay. We just need to get wood production up. So, sawmill. Sawmill. Lumber. There we go. And then just basic housing. We're gonna do sloppy building here. Just really long. Whatever. We'll just have a double road there. Alright. I just want to get this all running. Okay, we'll get the wood going. This is great. So we got 2 main islands now. Yeah, it's kind of cool. You just watch your populations. But holy cow, the fire risk, I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, we could put up these little offices. Nice. Warehouse refinement. Just discovered. Upgrade. So much is going into the Great Society project over here. Yeah, we're doing great. It's the marble. It's going to take forever. Actually, it's the marble and it's clay. So that can't stand. Get 1 more tiller. Another thing of clay. There we go. I'm surprised so much. Did we run out of water? Is that what's going on? We're at negative 20. I'm just like, I don't understand. The radius on these guys is huge, right? Oh, we need to upgrade roads. Yeah. The negative to happiness though is just insane. Okay, happiness +1 if I pardon her, definitely. All right, look at that. Wow, +1 to everything for that event. That's an amazing event. Okay, we're gonna go pick up clay tiles from over here. I don't know if we're bringing enough marble back. Okay, we got marble quarry here. We need to rapidly increase marble production. Oh, sweet. They're all the way over there, though. I mean, we have the population to go crazy here. All right, there we go. Connected the roads. You just have to connect the roads, which is kind of funny. They don't mean anything. And we need concrete. Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay. We're going to load up all of these ships. Oh, okay, we just got like 150 marble. We have enough fire prevention, though, that we can kind of take it, right? We could, like, take the accelerated rate. No, enough hemp. That's fine. We are missing silica. I think we need another marble mason. We're gonna need clay tiles for that. Now we're missing the sand. Get another sand over here. Man, this is tough. We're kind of hurt. We probably need to pause this and get everything upright, but I just want to keep pushing, right? Almost got everything there. We almost have all the clay. Wow, we already had all the concrete. That's cool. That's all we really wanted was the concrete. Because it's just concrete to upgrade roads. Yeah, if I upgrade intelligently, like if I upgrade certain roads first, there we go. The baths hit everybody. Except for these guys down there, but that's kind of crazy. So we're hitting pretty much everybody. That's amazing. Yeah, we did it. We got theater on everyone. Library, very impressive, getting the whole side here. Things are coming down though. So you saw how once I started upgrading the roads, the expansion, like everything started connecting better. That's what's amazing. Like everything moves further. Even this, even your basic buildings, everything increases. Tech points, religion. Our total pop is 10,000 now, but we're gonna have some buildings start burning down to the ground because of everything. Right, tracking was discovered. Okay, cool. Look at this. Just brought in all these clay tiles. Okay, so that's like 150 clay tiles. Check this out. Okay, they should probably just load all of that into there. Almost got all the rope. It's gonna be the marble storage now. Oh yeah, we can build these guys out so quick. Okay. Well, if they're not gonna load it in, that's actually good for me because I have all these buildings I need to do. Get the well in. Let's get the happiness in. Oh yeah, those are good ones. Nice. Happiness is under control. Very good. We just need to continue to upgrade roads. It's expensive though, as you can see. Actually, the most important one I missed. This guy here. Oh yeah, and look at this. We can actually upgrade this warehouse too right here. Perfect. Nice. Alright, let's upgrade all these houses here. Yeah. The temple is amazing. We're getting so much religion from this. Crazy. Okay, yeah, we're gonna upgrade all the main stretches. Definitely need to upgrade everything over here too. Alright, so we got all the clay pretty much. It's just the marble and the rope. But the rope isn't that big of a deal. I have a feeling though we're gonna continue to need large quantities of rope. So hemp I think is becoming an issue. We need another rope maker. We only have one. Okay, we're gonna add them up over here. Do this. Alright. I wish I had more room over here. There we go, get a little bit more hemp action. I think I'm actually gonna get up another cistern right here. Pull the road up. Bad. Ooh, look at that. We got a road right there that you need to connect. Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to get this up. We need the clay tiles. But this will decrease fire chances and give us access. Get the rope maker up first though. Okay, yeah. With the rope maker, we need to make sure we have plenty of rope. And it's going to take forever to get that 300 marble. Oh, we need sand. That's the problem, is like we're hitting like multiple bottlenecks right now. We need sand for sure to keep that concrete going so we can continue to upgrade our roads, thus decreasing all the fire. There we go. To that. Oh, nice. Yeah, a lot of new plants just got access. And he doesn't have road access, so this is why road access is super important. It doesn't reach him. He doesn't get it. Almost. We'll need to upgrade it. There we go. Now we get it. And let's do some more hemp. Go. Okay. Yeah, one more hemp. There we go. That should do it. Now we should have ropes coming out. We're missing lavender. We should be importing lavender. What is going on? Yeah, it's just not keeping up. Missing the sheep. I think it's actually not that we're missing. I think we're just overwhelmed. Oh, wow. We cleared through all of our tech. Okay. Let's come back down here. Yeah. Radicus, 20% increase in range. Let's see what we can do down here. Ooh, yeah. 20% increased range of theaters. Can repair buildings. Yeah. Knowledge. Nice. New ornaments. Marble roads. Oh, boy. I didn't know there were marble roads, actually. That changes everything. We need to just mob that marble. Marble is God now. Okay, so we need concrete over here. Okay. We're going to come over here and we're going to go all out on the marble. Anything and everything that can produce marble is going to go up. We probably only need this, but I'm going to upgrade it anyway because I can. Okay, maybe taking another island with marble would be smart. Got marble over here. Already got this marble over here. Not enough. There's just not enough marble. It's not. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough for us. Okay. First things first. This is a cool island, though. I mean, got a lot of potential, right? We're having the bug again. Okay, marble. Marble. Connect the road over here. Get a warehouse.
Is at risk of a great.
That's another problem, right? Fire risk. So each one of these guys is going to have a fire department to mitigate any chances of things breaking down. This is an important operation that is going on over here. The marble is life. If we can upgrade all our roads to marble, holy cow. Okay. We literally have everything we can possibly get going into this. Now the question is, are we hauling? Yeah. Uncut marble is pretty high. Well, I mean, pretty low. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. That dude declared war on me over... Ooh, there's Latium. And then here is Albion. That's scary. He's a big dude. And he's got men. So most likely he's going to kick me out. So this is where you're going to need your militaries to come in here and steal stuff. This is awesome. Holy cow. I love this fort on the hill like that. That is so cool. So he's declared war. He's... Oh yeah, he's coming. He's coming for me. There's nothing I can do. There's absolutely nothing I can do to stop him. My poor little community over here. Sorry guys, I'll let you down. I didn't even get to make sausages. I'm more interested in Latium. That's kind of cool that this is where the... So I'm kind of thinking this is where the combat aspect of the game comes into play. Well, if he attacks me, he attacks me. But very cool. I feel like you could shut... You don't have to invade islands. I feel like you could just shut them down. Economically, just by going outside. But that's okay. He can have it. I don't even like that place. That place isn't even cool. Alright. Okay. Look at that. We're almost positive. Even with the library. Okay. And marble production. Let's get up. Honestly, let's just stack these guys. We're going to continue to upgrade, though. Because it's the right call. Here we go. Wow. Kind of just want to get the shoreline upgraded, too. Okay. It's just marble now. That's great. We got a big thing of marble coming in. Oh, no. Limited war. He's going to help me. In a limited war, civilian ships and buildings cannot be attacked. Okay. So it's a limited... He can't attack me. He can just attack my ships. It's like... The Emperor will take no sides for now. So I guess that's one pro of being in the Emperor's favor. My Latium must stand. So one thing is I can actually put towers in the water. You can see. We can do this. Help ward off the banditos. And they got a decent range on them. Right? It does take weapons. Not all these places have weapons. This place does, though. So we're going to put them out here. Always good to protect. Oh yeah, I totally spaced on this guy over here. Oh, he is actually attacking. Yeah, he burnt my trade posts. He can't. Really weird. He just like hit and run me, and the Emperor's just chilling. I guess we're cool. We're rebuilding. I'm gonna ignore him for the most part. I think he did destroy my ships though. Okay, yeah. We got the Isle of Man out here going. Pretty good. Alright. We should probably start planting some of these shrines down. Shrines are really cool. I'm gonna get +1 health. Oh yeah, this actually gives me +1 health too. I don't need any more health, but the +1 pop is pretty amazing. And we still have so much that we could put into this. Alright, we got sandals galore. Get some more sandals, right? Who doesn't like sandals? But we're going to update the middle road areas like that. Yeah, upgrading the middle roads helps everything flow. We also increase the range of certain things. Yeah, but look at that. Now the market goes way up. So does the tavern. We definitely need to get into military production. That's the thing is I mean, we're going a little hard, but not too hard on it, right? We're using all the rope, so I can't build any ships. I could definitely buy some ships, though. Right. I'm going to buy another ship. We're going to bring that and add that to the fold. Get our military up. I think we need to build a pretty big armada. I think we're actually going to get some coppers out here. You can see that there's a lot of negativity. We need to make sure that the industries don't get shut down. All right, I'm getting toga production back up. Everything's coming down, actually. Happiness, everything. I think we're in good shape. We were able to produce a lot of this stuff. Cool, though, is once you get the amphitheater up, it's up. But dang, it's a challenge. I don't know what phase 3 is going to be either. Oh, okay. Yeah, they are definitely they're definitely land invading. Holy cow. They got themselves a good army and a good band. Yeah, so if you want to come over here, you have to be on good terms with him, or you have to be prepared to fight. So that's kind of cool. So Albion is where you go to fight. Latium is where you kind of chill, build your city. I mean, they're going to take the whole island from me. So holding Albion is actually going to be difficult. He's going to take all the islands. You're going to have to invade the islands, take the islands. So this is where combat side of things comes into play. Yeah, so we lost. It's okay. I didn't even like that place. It didn't have anything cool. We're going back to Latium. And if he comes over here, I need to be ready for him though. We got the mosquito army is pretty strong though, I'll tell you what. Yeah, these guys are up to no good. Let's look. We got any ships to buy? Flagship. I think there might be a cap on how many ships you can buy. Or I'm just out of luck. Oh, nope. There's a good one right there. Oh, he is on. Yeah, look at that. He's got catapults. All right, we'll keep adding. We'll keep adding to the armada. Let's go over to this island real quick. We have enough money to fund a rather large military, which is kind of cool. This is going to be the military island, so... Yep, there we go. Good enough. Make sure we got enough fish for everybody, though. The basic stuff. So, realistically, what I should start doing is turning this into a military base, essentially. And we're going to need iron, coal. We actually don't need to produce anything here outside of combat units. This should be the goal. Siege workshop, yeah, cav. So then you have get some stuff around here. But that would be the goal. Turn this into a massive area like that. All right, we're gonna leave it alone for now. I'm just honestly hoping he doesn't come over here. But I think, like I said, I think we're just gonna keep building up the navy. Those whales? Holy cow! That's cool. I know there are whales. All right, yeah, let's upgrade these houses. They look out of place. We're gonna upgrade these. Dude, I don't even live there anymore. All right, I'm gonna continue to renew the ceasefire with the banditos. Nice not having them hit me all the time. All right, cool. Clay is at full output storage. We're still missing sand. I think it's the warehouse. Yeah, upgrade that warehouse to full tier. And you know what? Yeah, let's upgrade all the roads here. Make this thing go faster. There we go. Speed it up. Yeah, speeding up industry is actually pretty smart. Probably should have done that before. Oh no, it all comes together. I mean, the town, it increased the radius of all the happiness buildings, which really helped. Dang, they actually do move a lot faster on these roads. Okay. Yeah, we're getting some good stuff going. Oh, nice. We're gonna get a peace treaty with the raiders. They've learned their lessons. Nice. A little bit of marble. Let's come over here and see what's going on. Do we have a buildup of marble? Okay. Yeah, I want to see. No. So all the we're transporting the marble. We don't need any more ships. That's kind of crazy that we could. Maintenance costs us through the roof, though. Maintenance costs through the roof. Okay. Come over here. I feel like upgrading this guy is smart, though, because he's a busy bee. This guy over here, upgrade him as well. Not like I can't afford it. 3,000 per turn. My economy is unstoppable. Yeah, I'm actually looking at this, and it's like, get some more tier 2s and tier 3s, right? I like making the neighborhoods look a little nicer, too. There we go. Give a little mix, right? Oh, the peasant class is deteriorating. That's what this place over here, though, is for. Just mad. We're just going to mob the peasant class if I decide to go to war. That's kind of a thing I've talked about. Like, take an island, dedicate it completely to military. Ships, all that jazz. Then you can bring in the buildings that increase population and all of the items that increase population and just hyper-focus for population. Okay, what are we at now? 229. It's going to take a bit. All right, boom. All right, we don't need this. I love seeing how much faster they move on the upgraded tiles, man. It's crazy. Yeah, super mode. We need to get that down here. At least like on main roads, right? Anything you can do on a main road is going to be huge. Yeah, I would like to get the whole dang thing here. There we go. This is amazing, actually. The city is really coming together. And our population's kind of going up and down. Yeah, the mega island over here is doing pretty decent. Have a couple more houses, I guess. Why not? I'm going to upgrade all this right here. I feel like we can get more out of this. Just a few upgrades like that. Beautiful. Yeah, upgrading this area was really smart. Continue. Okay, I want to upgrade the whole line here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how far these buildings reach once you get the roads proper. Look at that. This one theater almost hits the whole town now. You can almost get away with just having one that's centrally. Yeah, this hits everybody. So this is what I was talking about, and it took a while to get there. We haven't even done marble roads. So I think the beginning of the game's a little misleading. You're like, oh my god, I'm going to have so many of these buildings. There's no way you can have the perfect city, right? Because it's just like nothing hits. And it's still a little difficult, but I think it's actually doable. Okay, we got a grammatic. Yeah, we got this guy over here. The design over here, we have these guys over here, and it works out really well, actually. We don't need any more religious buildings, though, is the funny thing. I could put another one here, but we do not need it. And we're looking good. We're almost there, 261. Oh, nice, parties. Always pay for the parties. We might want to start taking some of the other islands. I'm not sure yet. I'm actually feeling pretty good. Lavender is honestly becoming one of the larger bottlenecks we have. Let's try this. Yeah, there we go. Look how big this lavender field is, though. Is that because of the aqueduct? Oh my god. If I didn't know that, when you do the aqueduct, it increases cultivation. Oh my god, I'm a dork. That's actually really good. We can dramatically increase cultivation area. At 251, holy cow. Yeah, so all these guys kind of have to be redone. I did not know that. But now that I know, I can do this. That is another cool thing. That's a big one. Yeah, so this cultivation area over here, this increased. So we're gonna need to move top part. Get this guy out over here. This guy's kind of stuck where he is. This hemp farm. Yeah, all these guys. Just a whole row. Amazing. And they're already at 150 production, you know what I'm saying? Not only are you getting that production increase, but that's a lot of workers you wouldn't need to use. Well, boy, howdy. I gotta get me them. Oh, no. I think I unlocked a technology that increased these, because these guys don't have aqueducts in. Yeah, these guys don't have access to anything, and they got extended. This is interesting. There's definitely some stuff. There's more to this game. I'll just keep learning. Best I can do. Alright, we're gonna put a medical facility here, and we're gonna put some coppers right in here too. And fire prevention as well. I don't know why they're so pissy, actually. This island here is doing well. Nice, we completed part of the arena, almost. Nice. Okay, we're 12 away. That's cool. Yeah, we got. Yeah, it's not the aqueduct. It's a tech. That's really cool. I gotta go back over here and look at all these techs. I didn't realize you could do that. We got some good ones. Yeah. Right to repair. A belief area of effect from Cav Stable. A cool one. Oh yeah. Prestige plus 200. Loading speed. Can use meadows. That's a good one. Oh man, there's so much. You almost have to go to Albion though, if you want to get the good stuff. Aqueduct boost mines. Holy cow. Marsh services. Yeah, there's some stuff over here, man. I think 10 ships belonging to raiders and generate at least I've sunk at least 10 ships. Dang. Ban army to 5 troops. Oh, there's some stuff I need to do. Reach 25,000 devotion for a patron deity and generate at least 9,000 knowledge. Holy cow. Paved road halves the cost of paved roads. That's pretty good. Special slots +1. Master negotiator. Shrine permit +1. So that's cool. It doesn't like completely eliminate you. Yields randomly legendary specialist focusing culture religion. Okay, that's cool. So those are just things to work for. You're not like handicapped if you don't get it. Rebuild time 50%, water consumption -20. That's cool. So there's rewards for going into elite status. That is a lot to think about. Okay, we're accepting peace. We're accepting a defense pact. Okay, so we're at defense pact with everyone in Latium. So now, that's kind of interesting about Anno Rome, is you want to be friends with all your neighbors, right? And you're going to war, so that means you're going to war in Albion, you're going to war in Egypt. So now I'm starting to actually understand the scope of this game. I've been wondering, like, what do you do in this game? This game is actually good now. Now that I understand that it's supposed to be tame here, because I was thinking, it's like, you don't really do much here. But we saw what happened in Albion. So the whole point is you're going to war in these other regions, and you're trying to maintain control, and it's hard, right? You have to do politics and all that stuff. So this is really cool. I can see a future for this game once they add a little bit more content, and once I become a little bit better at the game, right? But I'm doing my best. I'm coming up with stuff. That's how I roll, you know what I mean? That's how I roll. And we got 102. Let's get all these guys up. There we go. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Still have 67. I like that, though. You can sit here, because you can just sit here and focus, right? You can just sit here and focus on Latium, building up all your guys, getting the tier 4, and then you can go out. And you can start going, okay, it's like, okay, now it's conquest time. There's definitely a good future for this game, now that I understand that basic principle. Alright, look at that. Ready for the next phase. Phase completed. The last phase. Oh, you need 2,250 patricians. And you need 60 gold. Okay, this is actually all very doable. I didn't know you need 2,250 of these weirdos. Okay. Well, that's why you need to go to war in Albion. Boom. Alright. That's awesome. So these things that are going to increase our population are pretty necessary if we want to hit the cap here. Otherwise, I have to just keep getting these weirdos in here. We're at 1822. I mean, we're pretty close. Anything I can do to increase population here is going to be advisable. And there actually are a few ways that I can do that. The shrines are one. It looks like the shrines we have. There we go. Villa. And the officium. Yeah, with the officiums, I could move something. We could go get patrons that give +1 population. Or we could just do this. Yeah, this is probably the easiest way, is just to keep pumping it up. Rise. Rise my 2,500. I think this is the way to do it. It's the way that involves me not having to do anything. Okay, gold. So gold. Gold. We got gold in these hills. Okay, gold we do actually have over here in the mountains. Limestone, iron, aqueduct source. Okay, so this is a problem, because it does look like you do need a tech. And I was reading that. In order to get gold, you need one of these techs. Oh, I see. Are the gold mines on the river slots? Yeah, gold washers. Glass smelters too. Alright, we're in business. Here we are. Okay. Alright, we got gold. And we need more people. Alright, we're gonna get single slots up. Get them people coming in. Alright. So for this, we need the golds. Ooh. We don't have the... Can this only be done on Albion? That's interesting. Okay. No, we can do it here. It takes... Oh, I see. It takes patricians. Okay. Sorry. We need to make gold. We have mineral quarries too. And we could make all that stuff. I'm just going to start compounding. And we're going to need ourselves another ship. I'm going to buy you. Okay. New trade route from here to the main island. The new ship be bringing over gold. All right, raw gold ore. Beautiful. We are in business. All right, we're definitely gonna finish this off then. We can do it. I just need 225 more of these guys and gold. And the cool thing is, while we're waiting, right, we can do some smart things. One of the smart things that we can do is get more storage up. That way we can continue to bulk. Yeah, bulk it up. Okay, we got a depot there, we got a depot there. Everywhere depot. Beautiful. Okay, let's do it. Yes! Let there be affluence. Oh, beautiful affluence. Okay. I need more tier 3s. There we go. Alright, yeah, we'll make this the nice side of town. Alright, we're doing it. This is great. We got a good equilibrium, got a good population. New options available. What do you mean new options available? Oh, I see. We can start construction. Alright. You can see we're still massing up resources. I'm going to go the distance here. There is a distance, and we will go the distance. Oh, we have 2 added 2 already. Plus 100 T. Okay. We added 200 T there. Alright, we're bringing in the gold. We're producing the gold. Okay. We are bringing the gold. It's taking a bit. I'm just like, man, what is taking these people? The gold here, though, is worth quite a bit. We could start producing jewelry. Jewelry gives very effective -2 fire safety. +6 income. Do we even need money? What does money even mean to someone like me at this point? I guess money is good. That's a lot of troopers, right? Let's just make sure that this gold is moving in and out as fast as possible. Alright, it's a beautiful day. Alright, we got ourselves a decent fleet now, too. We're just going to continue to build that up. And we do have the money, so we should actually be buying ships. And just continuously just... I want to have the biggest military we possibly can without breaking the bank. I'm wondering if they're going to allow us to buy mercenaries at some point, too. Like mercenary soldiers. Not just ships. That would be cool. That would be, it's also kind of needed. Alright, we need more additional things. Couple more there, right? We don't need any combat. Yeah, this is a potential place, right? Not a necessary place. That's cool. Yeah, we got a nice little courtyard thing going here. All right, our navy is definitely a lot stronger now. I'm gonna keep them right outside our area like this. Threaten the doctor's entire family. -300 happiness. Nah, we'll pardon him. 200 happiness. There we go. That was an interesting choice. Okay. If I start construction, I'm going to lose pretty much everything I have. I don't think we... I mean, like, we're good. We have negative, really bad everything else, but... yeah, we hit our population. Right? Yeah, we have all the people. Let's start this construction. So we need gold bars. This is good, this is good, this is good, and this is good. We have 275. Yeah, we're making it. This is just a timing issue now. So I'm going to fast forward for this because it's going to take forever. But I'll come to the conclusion. I'll show you guys the end result. We'll take a nice little pier around the city. And we'll conclude the chapter. So let's move forward right now. Okay, look at this. Look at this. We're just a little bit away from marble. Now, what's actually kind of interesting about the marble road is when you go from dirt to paved, you can see the maintenance cost per 10 tiles is 1.2, and it's 2.4 for marble. But marble is really cool, and we've been upgrading our roads and just spreading all of our buildings. It's amazing. It's amazing how many more people you can get when everything is interconnected. So we got a good thing going on. Pretty much all the main roads, except for that little spot right there, right, are up. So we definitely want to get up this road here so that it can shoot out further. Now you can see, look how far the Grammaticus can actually extend. And if I get the other roads up, it's going to extend even further. So get this main road up. Now look at this. Look at this. All the way up there now. It's amazing. Pretty darn amazing. So I was thinking, what's cool about centralizing these guys right here is if I do marble, which I could. Oh, we're done. We've accomplished it. So this guy hits everybody, right? This guy down here almost hits everybody up there. So if I could turn those to marble, it'd be great. The main one you want to actually turn to marble is probably, not the baths, sorry, is probably this guy, the governor's villa, because you can see he's starting to reach out. So if we swim on down here, and we make sure all these roads are up, especially these roads right here next to it, right? But if we get the road right next to it into marble, let's see how far that, look how far it shoots now with the marble. Isn't that insane? And so if we get the roads going down from here, all right, we're at a marble. Boom, it shoots down even further down here. And I have a bunch of fire prevention and things like that going on there. That's pretty cool. Not all of these guys are getting it, but you can see the radius shoots out quite a bit. So that's, Governor Villa might be the one you want to centralize, actually. And you could, you know, you could play around with this stuff too. We could probably switch out the forum. You can see the forum even hits buildings all the way down there. So if I were a wise man, I would take, I would pause the game. If I were a wise man, get rid of all that. Right? I would switch this out so we can get rid of all of these trees here. Right? Get the forum right here. So the forum still hits pretty much everybody. Then take this gent and put him right here. And the same with the spiritual building. Now the spiritual building has a bigger area, right? We're back in business. And look at that. Now we hit way more houses. It seems like the third tiers aren't getting the benefit of everything, so that's interesting. It's actually really interesting to know. Yeah, they're not getting really some of this. I think it's probably the workforce from residents, but the fire safety and all that. That's definitely being factored in because we're, maybe not. We're down pretty good. What's cool about this is I can literally just upgrade all these main roads here to marble. Right? Boom. That's going to extend everything. Yeah, let's get marble all the way around, right? Okay, so we didn't get a road across right there. And this is actually a really good spot to have a road across. There we go. Get marble on that. Now let's look at it. Oh yeah, boom. And yeah, insufficient workforce. So it was better off where it was because it was hitting more of the cheaper houses. It's the one that increased the amount of workers. That's kind of good to know. Maybe you don't have the patricians and all that lined up, but you know, you live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. But what's cool though is that the marketplace and all these guys, they just shoot out in all directions with these upgraded roads. Yeah, this is great. Oh yeah, you can see the hoppers are getting good. All right. Well, yeah, I still have a few places I can upgrade with smaller houses. All these little spots where there's nothing going on. Gonna throw in a house. Nothing like having a hobo camp in the middle of your nice little area, right? We can leave that one alone over there. Didn't mean to go off all hobo camps on everybody. Okay, we got some more people. All right, we're ready for this. This is going to be amazing too. But boom, +3 happiness, +3 population. Look, hits like the whole freaking thing. And so now I can activate games. Okay, happiness is through the roof. Fire prevention, about right. So there are all types of games. Resource requirement. So if I get a nearby cistern, we can have boat games here. And it's going to cost a lot. It's going to last 2. Rewards, trade revenue up. Group recruit. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, so like a first tier one, you just get the first. You get productivity for bread chain, wine chain on island. Second tier, weapon chain, armor chain, productivity, happiness +3, knowledge +1. Oh, that's cool that you can get happiness that way. And then, yeah, this is amazing too. Trade revenue, 75%. So I would need... I am actually producing cushions. I'm producing a good chunk of these things, so let's try. I need 190 wine. I have all this. I have all this. So we can prepare. So you have to prepare for the gladiator game. So you have like your basic arena, and then you have like special gladiatorial arenas. And that's really cool. Oh, wow, you can go really down into this. Yeah, if I go to Control-Shift-R, we can actually run around the city and run into invisible stuff. I don't think we can go inside, which kind of sucks, but we can run around it. So you can see that this arena has markets, has all types of stuff around it, even a lot of activity. It needs some. Got a portal into the underbelly. It's really cool there. Oh my god. Yeah, you can see everything from down here. So let's look at this arena from the ground. Oh boy. Oh man. It's funny. Maximus. But there we are, guys. We have built out the island. I mean, this is pretty impressive. We could easily get a cistern over here, though. Like, literally right here. I think we have just enough to fill this thing up, too. This would probably be the last thing that I would do. Get the water. There we go. Now we have water for this thing. Looks like having water in this area is probably good for us anyway. Use that fire. Oh, wow. Yeah, fire safety going down big time. Great. Yeah, look at this. This is what we're working with here. So here's the cinematic view. We can see the city. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching to the end of this and coming along with me on this journey. I appreciate it. Special shout out to all my patrons, all my members of my channel. And if you follow this far, you should think about subscribing. I do a lot of different city builders and a lot of different long form movies. Have a good rest of your night.